Boom.
Welcome, adventurers.
Last time on Waterdeep. Let's see what happened, shall we? So last time, at the start, Devil, Starstorm, and Yager were graciously allowed to stay in Trollskull Manor by Mordai, but in the morning, the watch was called by Max.
Persons unknown by persons unknown.
It was discovered, however, that Devil had managed to escape before discovered. The party had a group meeting about it, smoothing everything over, and also sharing various pieces of information. You then explored the now abandoned Drow hideouts and left a small present for them in the bathroom. Following that, you decided to interrogate Ursel Floxen, who had now been taken to the central prison in Castle Waterdeep. Not giving you much in the way of answers, you left him to his fates. Mordai
Also leaving him with a similar present. I'll just throw that out there.
Yeah.
His own pants, personal space, muchly
working against it.
Mordai had an appointment with some red wizard at the Blue Alley, but found out someone was already having a meeting with him. Strong-arming his way into this parley, Mordai dueled it out with the gnome, and with some help from Yager, was victorious against him, who turned out to be a member of the so-called Old Zentrum. In the meantime, the rest of the party held a stakeout on Fenris Stormcastle's house and ambushed the messenger. So let's begin with Mordai. It's around midday at this point. You've successfully completed the mission that Devil handed you of strengthening your numbers and meeting the Red Wizards and giving them opportunity to make a home, at least temporary one, in Waterdeep. Following that, you went for a drink with Yagra. She is pretty fucking beaten up, and she's happy to go drunk until blackout. After that, what do you do? What's the plan?
Well, what's the time? That's
like
an hour of that short rest time.
Yeah, if you take an hour short rest, Yagar's happy to go drink for another hour before she's actually done so. And is gonna lay in a corner and sleep it out.
What time is it?
At that time, it would be around 2 p.m.
Okay, 2 p.m. That's a bit early to get blackout drunk. I can't remember. Do I know what the others are doing?
Yeah, you guys left. You departed when you were at Castle Waterdeep. They went to Fenris Stormcastle's house in the trade ward for a stakeout. And that's where you left them to go up north. So as far as you know, either they're still there or
they're all dead.
We got him. We got him. Because come on now.
What are the odds of that?
I mean, we did get him. So it's pretty good.
Well. No, they got it. I'm gonna continue drinking.
Blackout drunk it is, baby.
Alright, in that case, if you're gonna keep drinking, slow it down a little bit. Yager will follow your lead.
Yeah, not too crazy,
Not
blackout drunk in half an hour more.
Sure.
Blackout drunk in a few hours more.
Yeah, maybe at the end of the afternoon, Awesome.
Yes.
I feel like more than we need backup.
Gotta celebrate fucking up that wizard,
Quality time with Yagra. Yagra spends way too long recounting every punch she landed, which was about 2, but replaying the scene over and over. Yeah, okay, cool. You have a good time. In the meantime,
clutch grab. I gotta say, she had a clutch grab.
I mean, you guys, the rest of you are just chilling until late evening. So more than what you after chilling with Yagra and being pretty fucking buzzed at around the end of the afternoon.
Turns out the person we caught was Mordai all along.
Yagra at this point says, "Hey there, Novi. I mean, great time and all, but I think I'm gonna go check up on the boss. Let him know it's all good. Check if he's all good. See if he needs anything. That kind of thing."
Yeah.
But great hanging out,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Great hanging out.
You have fun. You have fun. And I was like, and then like what I think, like, did I have somewhere to be? Nah, I was gonna go home. I'm sure they're
Reasonable.
fine.
Home's right next to where we are. No, it's not.
As far as I'm concerned, you did your job, man. So.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, you guys split. You are gonna
Yeah.
go home and chill. Cool.
Yeah, just like just fall in bed. It was just like
Well deserved a long rest, you know.
When you
In
say
that
you're going
case-
home, do you mean Troll Skull or home?
Oh, my.
Trolls
Oh,
cool
okay.
stuff.
Oh, Trolls are a new
Trolls
Mordai's
cool.
place.
Basically,
You never
now.
know if drunk Lawson goes home.
Yeah, you know,
I
might
mean,
just
you know what? That
only
makes
standard
sense.
for
Let's roll a will save.
Well, no,
Will
it's-
save, that's not a thing. We would
intelligence
have.
check,
No,
probably.
con save. Con
Like,
save.
which
That's the
one
right
am I
one.
closest to in distance, right? Like, one's like a meter. Ooh.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
remember.
not that
I
drunk.
remember.
Oh yeah, I don't live there anymore.
Yeah, Constitution is how you remember
good.
things.
That's just the better one. No, the con is for like I'm drunk.
Holding your drink.
Intelligence save. Yeah, I'm fine. I go to
Oh, he's fine at both. Look at that.
Okay.
Another intelligence to see if I end up in the right room. Yeah, definitely.
Easy.
Okay, as you enter Trollskull Manor, you I was gonna say it's empty, but it actually isn't. You see
Interesting.
Squiddly. He seems to have moved some furniture in the tap room into like an obstacle course, and it starts on a chair, and then he's up a table, and then he jumps up on the bar. He runs over to the bar, and then he jumps into the kitchen as you enter.
It's like, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm practicing jumping and climbing.
Dude, our
remember-
party
Okay.
could definitely practice with some
Fine.
jumping and climbing, like, you know.
Yeah, right. We can improve our athletics if we do this, Jacob, but this is so all maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like that's how proficiency works eventually.
that makes sense. Keep on keeping on.
Oh,
Have fun.
Mister, now you're here. Can we continue our sword lessons?
I'm not in a state to do sword lessons because I might accidentally stab you. We're doing it in the morning, okay? Tomorrow.
What's the point? Okay.
No.
Sure.
Tomorrow.
Can I make some pancakes?
Tomorrow.
No food tonight, kid. Oh yeah, 1 meal a day. Pancake back and no more.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
he's an
he-
orphan,
he-
he's used to it.
Yeah, it's true.
Dejectedly, he walks back to the start of the
Okay,
obstacle
you
course, but then
you know what? I'll help you make pancakes.
Oh god.
I'll supervise.
Oh,
Only way it could go worse than if Squiddly attempted it alone.
Escape and burn it down, guys. It's
You
your
know,
explanation.
I feel like you could eat a couple pancakes as well. So
Food.
let's
After
do
night
this.
out, pancakes, oh baby.
Yeah, you open the cupboards and there's like only bags of flour in there.
Pancakes
I like
made
you
of
have
only
a whole
flour.
cupboard filled with maple syrup, though. It's
All you need, yeah.
Money well
Perfectly
spent.
balanced diet.
oh baby, yeah.
Alright,
Some
but in the
boxes of
meantime,
pasta,
the rest of you are you have been holding a stakeout, passing the time. I'm assuming by playing card games and shit talk, and maybe catching
I
up.
mean, fingering my loot, you know, but not actually strumming as practice. What's so funny, Jacker? That's what you call it.
Just word fingering, you know, it could go anywhere. Okay, fingering your loot. Okay.
Exactly. Testing it out, you know.
We hung around all day, right? So I definitely could have. Yeah, of course I could have had a short rest. So I will have Arcane recovered then, and then recast Mage Armor because that would have run out.
Oh, did I get my bardic inspiration? Yeah, that's what I get.
Yeah. So during the day, you see business come and go. You see like around 1 to 2 p.m. The street is so busy that it's sometimes hard to see the opposite side because of the crowd. And you know the cars are moving about. You see at one point also the parade that you've seen before come past. This time slightly different. You obviously still see the carnies and the dancers and you see clowns. You see let's see. Yeah, you see horses. You see oxes. They're like drawing cards with like brightly decorated murals. and they're wearing like harnesses. You see actually balloons, like huge balloons in the sky as they're dragging this parade of like various colored dragons.
Ooh.
Like you see one black, you see one blue, and you also see
Some pretty evil colors right there.
Yeah, it's like a really evil.
It's hard to make metallic colors in the old days, you know, right? Like that kind of paint's harder.
Well, you also see like a yellow golden one, which is assumed to be a golden one. But the weird thing is, and you guys know enough about dragons, it's like as it's flying past, like in a very slow, wavy style, it does spew fire like at occasional intervals, which you're sure it's probably not the way gold dragons have breath weapons. But anyways, the golden one is the biggest.
Am I crazy?
You mean the black dragons don't have fire breath?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
that's
gold
gold
dragons.
dragon.
I think gold dragons have 2 breath weapons, if I'm not
Cool.
mistaken.
Definitely have fire as one. 100%.
Yeah, definitely gold dragons breathe
Oh,
fire.
in that case, it does make sense. Yeah, the gold one's pretty fine. Cool.
Let's go.
And we also see the figure that you've now personally met, Zord. He's sitting on a unicorn that is made out of like mechanical parts, and the unicorn is like what do horses do when they like go on 2 hooves and like stagger.
What's it called when they rear?
Rear, yeah.
They rear, yeah. So this is a rearing mechanical unicorn with like a giant golden horn as well, and he's sitting on top of it with like one scimitar in each hand and just yelling out loudly to the crowds who's going by. Okay, so yeah, you see that's around 3 p.m. It takes a while for this whole parade to go past. Other than that, it's a pretty quiet day until late in the evening when it's getting slightly chillier, and you see a shadowy figure appear, from your hiding spot, go into Fenris Stormcastle's house, and a few minutes later come back out alone. And wearing his cloak, you guys follow him, and Raven, you try and stop him with your deceptive ways, and you use a hypnotic pattern to like actually paralyze him, and then
Bundle them off into an alley somewhere.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I thought we were trying to find an alley, and
you guys wanted to
mentioned
go into
up-
the sewers, I believe.
Yeah, either that or going to Mordai's place.
I think
Because
we
that was
want to.
really close.
So where are we? No, we're not that close to Mordai's place.
We're
Not
like
that
here,
far, yeah.
and there's Mordai's
Yeah.
place.
All right, yeah, let's go to Mordai's place.
Yeah, I think I can't remember exactly what we decided.
We know
Mordai's
it's
place
his
seems
place,
decent,
right?
you know.
I think at some point.
We have gone to his
Like
place
it's on the
before.
map. Like
You've gone. I've definitely never been to his place.
Yeah. No, we helped them carry the shit from the hideout.
Oh,
We all
yeah.
did that. We all did that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It was
No,
me
no,
and
no,
Max.
no.
Was everyone?
I think it was me and Max who did that.
Oh.
At least I did.
okay,
me
whatever.
and
At
someone
least like someone here knows where it is.
Yeah, someone actually for sure knows who it is. Let's say
Yeah,
Jed,
yeah.
you went with Mora before.
Perfect.
All right, Jess.
He's
so
probably
you
got
know-
soundproof walls, right?
Yeah, maybe he's home, right? We don't know. He might be. Probably not. Though.
Pick the lock anyway, though.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I guess
Topic.
we
Yep.
walk away over there. Does it? It has a lock, yeah.
Yeah, you guys walk over to Mordai's place, which is above like a herbal shop.
Well, this isn't good.
Um,
It doesn't look good for him.
Like a rug
It's
store.
over like no, it's like come on, it's a rug store, magic and rug store.
Mad, you ain't mad.
It's like
Magic.
potions and like
Rug
and,
store,
like,
huh?
Potion.
and
Yeah,
sells
Potions
rug.
and rugs.
Oh,
The
So it's
classic
rugs
combination.
and potions to remove stains from rugs. Got it.
maybe we call that.
You see maybe like you think at first like a D maybe has fallen off from the rug, but no. A rug and potion store. Yeah, but yeah, the door seems.
Maybe
to
it's
be
like
locked.
flying
And
rugs.
there's
That's
no
what I kind of breaking it. I'm kind of like, man, if the police do investigate a place and part of the whole is he a member of a criminal organization, we probably better make sure no signs of Pearson being interrogated and possibly injured.
The good thing is I can clean stuff up with prestidigitation.
Oh, perfect, man, perfect.
I
It's a
unlocked
truly
it.
wonderful spell.
It's as great for cleaning up.
By the way, remind me how you guys have like tied up this individual.
We tied them
and
like the
fingers
arm
and-
between.
I grabbed cloth,
Around the back, okay.
gagged with like rope, basically tying a cloth in his mouth.
Sure. Okay.
And then like
But
yeah,
I have the
gagged, Mouth, hands, and feet, and then like we just carried him off basically.
Yeah, now that the hypnotic pattern has worn off, he is struggling, but obviously he can't make too much noise. And you guys just drag him with you.
Yeah, if it struggles too hard, I'll smack his head into a wall
Yeah,
a
I was
couple of
gonna say, like,
times
if
until
you're really trying hard, like, gotta show him what happens.
give him the old beat down, you know.
At the start he is struggling, but once you like give him a like a punch,
I like-
A
I like-
little love tap.
Actually, I like lift up my shirt and show him like in my waistband, like the handle.
The gun.
You've seen one of these before, boy? I don't know. You types, I think, go on the street quite a lot, aren't you? Right? You not realize what this is. I got
His
some
eyes
nasty
widen.
friends, man. I reckon you keep quiet.
Did you get it
But you
out
do
hold it
remember that he was
sideways, like-
also carrying one of those guns.
Oh,
Get-
yeah.
get
I
them
got
both out,
I
hold
got some
them
nasty
sideways.
friends too. Oh yeah, I took the other one, didn't I? Oh, and like, wait, where did I get
But
the
his
gun?
eyes do widen when you show it to him, and he gives a confused look.
I
Um,
unlocked Mordai's door.
Thieves tools, yeah, that's more than enough. Yeah, Mordai, you moved a lot of stuff out of your original home into Trollskull Manor, but could you quickly describe what they're looking at?
How many posters of ladies in bikinis are there? Just a 15-year-old.
I don't think there'll be that much there, apart from like just empty furniture.
Furniture, great. As long as there's a
Then it
chair.
would be just like, yeah. Just,
I need one chair.
Importantly,
and
is there a chair
Let's
that
look-
like
let's
where
look
the
at a couple,
seat
let's
has
look
been
at a
cut
couple
out?
chairs.
Is there a chair with a drain underneath it? Just out of interest.
No.
Makes it easy.
It's like nailed to the floor, like bolted down with like the seat cut out and like a drain underneath. Like
I imagine just like a meter square tile, just like a little stain just in the middle of the room. Oh dear.
anyway, it's okay. Assuming there are chairs, that's where this guy's going.
There's definitely chairs. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Chairs.
you find yourself like first in the lobby of the rug store. Currently, no like rugs on display or on the walls. You in the back you find like various boxes of supplies, but otherwise it's pretty empty and collecting some dust. Going upstairs, you go into Mordai's old living space, which is just simple furniture like a table, bed,
Wait, no,
and
no,
a chair.
no. I had mansions from the outside.
Oh
Not
yeah,
from the inside. Yeah.
But we broke. Oh no, it's not inside here yet. Come on, man, you shouldn't be breaking into stores.
Because like I had
Yeah,
had,
your
I
own,
had the attic
um,
space. I had the attic
your
space,
own,
like shitty attic apartment.
So you've got to go through the carpet and
One above is to
drugstore.
So you don't. Well, you don't go through. You don't.
No,
go.
because the store, then the floor is like the house, the parents live, and then the attic, shitty attic apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it was.
Oh, good.
And it's been a while.
yeah. I haven't spent much time here, but yeah, you find yourself in in the
Okay,
attic.
well, when it comes to going up
Yep.
so that many stairs, I put this guy down and make him like hop along at rapier point because like fuck carrying him all the way up the stairs.
Jack, out of interest, like, I guess I would have taken, as I took the gun off him, I would also taken the powder and bullets. How many did he have of each? Or if I had to get,
Let me quickly...
How many powder, Jack?
you
Individual
know what I mean?
grains,
How many
please.
doses?
Yeah, let me first roll something.
Oh, he's getting out.
Oh no.
No, so does he fall down the stairs as I make him hop up? It's hard with your feet tied together.
Never whisper rolls, and then Dex. Oh, he's good. Okay, yeah, no, he follows along and he hops like pretty nimbly up the stairs with you.
Man, I was scared that for like him escaping or something, and then you're like, oh,
No.
oh, that's fine. Thank God you used those rules.
You guys started him off well enough.
Mhm.
Okay, and you wanted to see how much he has. Yeah. He has 4 packets of smoke powder on him, and 20 pistol bullets.
Wait, didn't you say 4? So that's 4 doses, like, or were there multiple in a pack?
I believe each packet holds 6 shots.
And there's 4.
Yeah.
So 24, man. Okay, so I got enough. I got
Big
30
man.
bullets now, baby. I can start blasting.
So anyway,
So anyway,
I can't wait to duel wield these bad boys. They have like they're light weapons, right, Jack? Where I can use a bonus action to attack one on my turn.
no,
They're not light. I mean, they don't feel like compared to like a bow. They're pretty small,
it's a one-handed range weapon, but it's a hand crossbow, not a light.
Tank crossbows are light.
Are they though, Ian? Are they?
I
I
can't
mean,
remember.
they are, but yeah, they are.
Um,
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think that's cool enough. That if you wanna
Yeah, let me look at
hit
again.
with a sword and then like bonus action. maybe.
Surely it's
Ooh.
got like stats somewhere in
Yeah,
your
I mean,
book,
hand
Jacko,
crossbows
like-
count as hand crossbows do count as light weapons.
For them, it's just part of a multi attack, so it's hard for me to see.
Mm.
Hmm.
It's not like
Um,
an item is specific, yeah. I mean, yeah,
no.
hand crossbows are light weapons, so I guess like if it worked the same as that, it makes sense.
Anyway,
yeah. Anyway,
tie him
now-
down to a chair.
Yeah.
Factor a light
yeah,
crossbow
it's-
isn't a light weapon.
He's looking at you now. Now, this is the first time he's got a clear look at the three of you, and is murmuring out of the cloth. Has quiet down a little bit, and he's with open eyes regarding you all.
I look fucking ridiculous. I'm just trying to say like he looks at me. I know I have the weird top hat that can be used to hide items in it. I have magical leather armor that drow wear that is never dirty. I have sneaking boots. I have 2 guns. I have a gold pocket watch, and I have a necklace with a skull on it.
You look fucking fabulous.
That's really fucking gangster.
But the armor that you're wearing, at least, I mean, you can roll me like history if you want to know, like
Sure.
what it looks like.
I would put
Sure,
I would light the invisibility lantern and just put it in like the corner of the room so it lights the entire.
No,
room.
shine it right in his face. Like
You're not
FBI
just-
style, you know.
Yeah,
Picture
Yeah.
one right, the armor jacket.
yeah.
But okay,
I
my history
showed
shit.
you, right?
My history
Yeah.
shit. So
Yeah, no, you're not quite sure. But yeah, you look fabulous.
I look fucking ridiculous, but it looks good.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
like-
and just as a reminder, this drow, he obviously has the grayish skin. He is wearing one eye patch, but the eye patch has moved slightly, and behind it you can see there's not like a normal eye, but it is covered with some burns.
We're not in a desperate rush, I think. So I'll take the time to cast alarm on the stairs coming up to the door, just so like we have like a few seconds warning if someone's coming. Again, mental ping just to myself, not excluding anyone.
I like take up. I'm guessing he has a cape on, right?
Well, he had like the
Like
long
the
cloak with
the long cloak. Yeah, I'll just fucking
yeah, whoa.
fling the cloak off
Yeah,
and
I guess we can. Also,
yeah, and I'll take up the cloak and I'll take off the
You
eye
see,
patch as well.
underneath the cloak, like on his back, is like a small backpack.
I'll take off all. I'll just strip him, Jacko, and leave like like the undershirt and like underwear. You know what like you'd wear.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you take off his boots. You take off the the pants, the
Yeah.
over jackets. Yeah.
His
Yeah,
feet are
yeah.
tied together. You probably have to cut them off if his feet are tied together. Not that I care
Yeah, I
that
mean,
much.
assuming once. Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess I want a more permanent thing. So there's a chair in here.
Yeah, that's I said we tie him to the chair, but I think we
Yeah,
keep,
so I
the
like basically
original
get just
bonds,
help
like-
so that he never has more like one limb free and like working together. Basically like tie him. Basically hands like Well, the
Yeah.
chair wouldn't have.
Yeah, and I'm helping him as well.
Does the
So
chair have arms?
It's a simple wooden chair with no
Assuming-
arms.
Then I'll tie the arms,
Arms
behind
behind,
the chair.
yeah.
Yeah, and then like
Yeah.
I'll even tie one around his neck and like to the back of the chair, like at that level, where else he can't really move forward.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
not heavy,
The
you know,
chair
like,
has like
shoulder level.
one lat at the bottom and one at the top, so you can.
I like finish doing the alarm ritual on the stairs. I come back in and look at like Max's job, and I'm like, wow, kinky. You got a lot of practice, huh?
Man, there's some wild noble girls, man. You'd be.
Okay, now I want to fucking insight that.
Doing all this
Just
carefully.
GR
it's gonna
an
take
insight check
longer
real
than jump
quick.
time.
Yeah, that's fine. You can take us a while.
Wait, what are you insighting for?
Fucking Max's claim about wild noble girls.
That's what I meant. Alright, I meant guys. You got me, Raven. You got me. You got me.
Wow, hey, fair. That's not what I was.
so
That's not what I was expecting.
what
Okay.
what stuff does he have in the backpack and stuff?
Yeah. What's
Oh, you find like a small bag of coins. You find writing supplies like a calligrapher's kit.
Ooh, fancy.
And you find also like a square packet, like almost a square bag with various letters inside.
I am grabbing the kit.
Yeah, you can write on. I believe it's called a calligrapher's set.
Yeah, I actually remember seeing that in the book at some point.
Yeah, I have
Calligrapher's
the,
tools,
the
probably.
proficiency
I'm a
in
bit
it,
more
so I
interested
know
in
it's.
all these letters, Jack.
Okay, you go.
Yeah, I think we'd like very much give him the at least with the time of tying him up and casting the alarm and like going through all the stuff. Like it's part of the interrogation technique is to give him the time there to just kind of stew on his situation. We don't go straight into the interrogation.
Out of interest, I wouldn't have taken off, but like as everybody would, maybe I would have mentioned it, like without him hearing directly, so he doesn't know what we're talking about. But I would have been like, we want to keep him gagged until everybody asks questions. Yeah.
Yeah. You can give him half hour or so.
Good few hours. Yeah.
They just execute him in the chair now.
Yeah, they want to let us tell us
After
what
all
we
this
need to know.
effort,
And
yeah.
we're like, man, this is your unlucky day. Like,
Okay, you find 3 letters
okay.
that are of import to you. Like there's like some notes
Down every
concerning
letter.
like some guild activity, and
I would like all of those letters, Jacko.
you can't have them.
But I just took them off him, right? That right there.
But you can't have them.
Fucking bullshit, I think.
And also, out of so roll me a perception check. Let's see.
All of us?
I should roll now. What's your guys' passive perception?
Yeah, you should pass.
15.
Everyone's is 15.
Yeah, 15.
Oh, okay.
15, yeah.
Oh, 15, baby.
Yeah.
But
that's-
remember the alarm if people are doing bullshit.
Yeah, but I don't think so.
No, this is about the letters. You notice that the letter on top still has the ink is still drying.
Ooh, baby. That's the one he just got. Is that one of the 3 we think of as import, Jacko?
This is the first letter.
Okay, but the one that's drying, that's this one.
That's this one, yes.
And we believe that to be of import. That is one of the 3, you say. To J, man.
This
Well, I
is the
don't
second
see
one.
it.
Jet, I read to J. I look at
And
Jet.
then,
I'm
I
not
look
seeing
at
it.
roll 20 as well.
Oh, right, yeah, hang on, sorry.
To J.
I thought it was
look
for
at
some reason I
Jet.
thought it was a hand up.
Jacko, I inside Jet as soon as I read to J. Okay. I'm gonna read my all insight.
You guys might want to like
Natural one, Jacko. For my insight.
I'll have Jet is spelled with a G, like GIF.
Jacko, I'm inciting Jet. What do I believe? Do I believe when I see him read 2J, does it look like he's like, oh,
Yeah,
shit,
you're
on
looking
me?
from Jet towards the prisoner, and you someone catch a glimpse between the two of them, as if they have already met before.
Okay, I don't say anything for now, but I want to let him know I know.
I say this must be to Jarl Axel.
Now, Axel, huh? Maybe that's what they want you to say. Well, are we reading this like in another room? Maybe not another room, but like as we're like talking about the letters, I assume we're gonna do. Are we wanting to do it in front of him or not in front of him? Out of interest, just like
I mean, he's not getting out of here alive, right? Like,
yeah, I guess so. But he could be annoying.
His eyes go wide at that.
Well, maybe there's a chance, but it's we'll see how good you behave.
you gonna impress us? Oh, he can't really nod, can he? Let's just assume no. I go back to reading the letter.
K.
No, don't say that.
Wait, so this is all the wait. This been
No,
the
no. Wait, I'm gonna put them in roll 20. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's number 2.
Nice.
Speaking of practical.
Black snakes.
Oh, like-
Snakes. I kind of turned to Drow. I was like, you know what black snakes mean? Is that some slang you guys have for some people?
I'm pretty sure that's the Gentarium.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, they like snakes, right?
Yeah, that's him.
I'm keeping an eye on the draw, by the way, while they're
I just say that openly in front of him. Like,
Letter.
I don't want to
No, I was
try and
talking
hide
about-
that too much.
like I'm just making sure that the draw doesn't do any bullshit.
Okay, he seems scared.
Okay.
The Zentrum, huh? think that's a Zentrum disguised as a trade war. We haven't seen many Zentrum.
I mean, we saw like a nest of black snakes that fly when we busted that Gentarium hideout, right? Like,
We did?
yeah. Remember, I made our dwarf friend pick one of them
Oh
up
yeah,
and
that was
throw
right
it
after
into
I
the...
died. I wasn't feeling too good about that. A lot of
Yeah.
great movies.
Was there a third one, Jacko? And where did it end up?
Yeah. Here it is.
Cool.
Drow notes, you say?
Hmm.
Interesting. But it's all in common. Interesting.
It is in common, yes.
The name Silverhand, does that have any meaning, or that nickname, or a slang name? I know.
Roll history if you want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that had something to do with Silverfist, but it's fine.
Yeah, that's enough. You know that Laeral Silverhand is the current Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Oh, okay. How many open lords are there again? Oh no, just one, right? Yeah. Sorry. And he has no real power, or he does?
They have, they have both political power and perceptive power. Like the public believes them to be like almost like the president, and the Mass Lords eventually they do have to. They have a big swing in.
All right. So after I guess we all passed around a little bit, I'm like, all right, I guess time to ask questions.
Wait, where did the third one end up?
Symbol 20.
Put them all in one.
Oh, right, yeah, handouts. Okay. Yeah. I am a dumbass.
Dumas.
That's me.
Oh, I've not heard. But I'll kind of go, as I said, I'll kind of, wouldn't really wait for an answer, but I assume, we kind of got us, especially now, so
I'll stand behind the drow.
I'll kind of go up to the drow, and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna remove your gag, no shouting, no screaming, we're just gonna ask some questions, and honestly, this guy says, we're gonna kill you, it's probably, but I'm not that opposed to letting you live, so maybe you can get on our good side and be out of here. You got that?
Not as best as he can.
I anti the gag.
He immediately goes, please, I should not have threatened you on the streets. It was a mistake.
Kind of
you are meant to be tough. It is dangerous. I was alone.
I have a friend who got caught up in evil gangs as well, and sometimes I feel like you and him are not too different, my friend. But, he's learned to help me out, so maybe you can do the same. So, I guess my first question, basically to confirm, this Jay, that's Jarl Axel, the big drow boy, right?
No.
Come on, man.
Why? How do you...
Okay.
Look,
I kind of step up next to Max.
I'm just gonna insight that.
Okay. Max here is implied, and yeah, you'll get our names because I'm pretty sure you know who. You're gonna figure out who we are in the long run. Max here is implied that there's a chance of you walking away from here alive, and you know what? I'm not any kind of liar. I suck at it, really. Man's right. Personally, I have no stomach for killing someone tied up to a chair. You give us what we want to know. You got really good odds of walking away from here. If we can make sure you're not going to betray us too badly subsequently.
Just so you don't think we're too soft though, Jet's like a fucked. I've talked about it. I've heard about him like killing people. Like he doesn't give a shit, man. So oh yeah, we don't have the stomach for it, but don't think we're gonna be soft on you either.
Just while we're on the subject of honesty, I have enough psychic energy to melt your brain and make it run out of your ears. If you don't tell us what we want to know.
Deception check.
That's not necessarily
true,
untrue. Right? I can cast Mind Spike on him mind Thrust on him 3 times right now.
Okay. Intimidate.
Fair. You know what? That same roll for me.
Perfect. Yeah, but he does take, as you guys are saying this, he does take a look at the three of you. He's too busy paying attention to your specific words, Raven. It's you. It's the troublemakers.
That's what they call us, the troublemakers. That's enough. You couldn't think of anything better than the
It's not a
troublemakers.
bad group name. What do we choose for ourselves? I can't remember, but troublemakers might be better.
Voltage gang or something, right?
Troublemakers might be better.
The high volts. Oh, I love it.
I can get behind the troublemakers.
Right, we can discuss the name later.
Fine.
But yeah.
If you're asking questions about things that I think you're gonna ask questions about, please. No, that's... I cannot answer them, for what you will do will be less than what...
People always say that shit, but okay, what are they gonna do? We can really try to make it worse.
Yeah, give us ideas, by all means.
He will do to me what he did to Saloon.
Saloon, who's not
God?
Maloon.
I believe it is the person you killed. Or... Well, not directly, but... He was captured. are you?
Oh yeah, he's the one you got the first bang bang off, you know.
Leave. My boss was not happy about that.
Look, dude, but
Made
like,
an example out of him.
there's a chance they get you right. Like, we've got you. Like, it is 100%.
It's true. Who has you tied to a chair right now?
But you are noble men, right?
No,
Wouldn't
man. No, I
that's
just
such a
told you,
thing
Jess,
as-
a fucking freak.
Think about this, my friend. And I like put my hands on his shoulder.
I kind
Whether
of
or
turn
not
my back
you-
like I don't want to see what's happening.
Whether or not you tell us anything, they won't know what you tell us, or they know that you got captured. If being captured is probably more than enough for your boss to do whatever terrible thing that you.
It's true.
feel
I mean,
will do.
Saloon didn't tell us anything, so
So your choice is more or less you either get out of here with strength enough to might be able to escape, or you come out of here with less.
5 less bones in your body than you started with, but we don't know where they're gonna come from, man.
That's a good one. He like he's the rewards are reaching. I believe that was more of a persuasion kind of argument, right?
look, whoever's got
Well,
the
like-
I feel like two of us are
that's
assisting
factual,
whoever's
but-
got the highest in this situation of either persuasion or
persuasion,
intimidate.
I
Like,
don't-
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are like this is a cooperative effort for sure. So
Yeah.
whatever you would roll with advantage.
Go ahead. I have 4 in persuasion and
I
1
can do it.
intimidation.
No, Jets. It was like mainly your argument. So
Okay, sure.
The
I'll do
lowest
advantage on persuasion then. Oh,
Hey,
what?
that's
Hey.
not advantage.
Okay, 50.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. He does take in your words and says, okay, but you must understand, I am the youngest. I am just a messenger. I know almost nothing.
Well, what you do know, kid, will be greater than first, you know.
I've only recently joined his crew.
Man, well, maybe now you'll see that you should always do what your friends do, you know. Gotta not be a sheep. But
Back to the question at hand, and I hold the letter up in front of him. J is Jarl Axel, yes?
Yes,
K is...
well, that is me. I'm Kabik.
I think we had his name. I recognize that name. Where we had the name Krebik? Was that like end of last session we got it from him? Or...
and he just rolled it, Chris. We just saw it in the.
Oh, that's...
You guys have seen it before as well.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
got
it's-
Krebik
it's-
in,
Yeah, if you want to look it up yourself, that's fine.
You said we're called like the trouble.
Oh yeah, we knew Krebig was the name of the person who was visiting him twice a day. I think Fenris gave us that himself.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's not exactly where we got it, but I've got it written in my notes. Krebig is visiting him twice a day for the drow.
I'll be like, all right. So, you're this guy, this K-boy, Krabby. All right. So, Adamantid, you said, we're the troublemaker. You know, what do you guys know about us? What have you been told about us? You out to get us?
Well, after the trouble with Saloon, the captain has put a bit of a...
Axel, yes?
Yes.
Mhm.
He's put a bounty on your head.
How much?
Well, a few 200 gold pieces for each head.
200. Can you believe it's so little?
But really, I don't think the crew is very hungry, because the captain wants you for himself.
What is... Help me figure out the chain of command here. Jarl Axel's at the top, right?
Yes.
And who's below him? Directly.
Well, he has some lieutenants.
You have a sister?
He has no sister, no. Well, he is very close to one of his lieutenants. Her name is Felrex Lafine.
Probably Erden.
Felix.
You know, he had an operation. He had an operation recently at the Emerald Enclave. Do you know what he was doing there?
No, I do not know of most of his ongoings. He comes and goes.
How many of you are there in the Drow group, the organization, these nefarious individuals?
Well, most of the sailors are in the crew, and it is only Drow. They are
The sailors? Of what ship?
kind of looks confused and says, "Well, the maiden's fair."
What is Jarl Axel's
Wait.
relationship with Zardor's Zord?
We're going into. Please, I've answered a lot of your questions.
I just roll my eyes. I cast Detect Thoughts. I didn't want to waste this magic, but I cast Detect Thoughts just openly in front of him. I'm not like going for the deep penetration yet, but you know.
Jacko,
Toss the copper coin into the air. And, yeah.
also,
Yeah.
when
I have my Arcane Focus back.
he said the Sea Maiden's Fair, that was like, I thought that was the name like the whole festival, no? I'm getting confused with the Sea Maiden Fair thing and other stuff.
The Sea Maiden's Fair, as far as you know, are the 3 ships that have brought in the
Yeah.
carnival. Yes.
But they're also only like piloted by Drow?
Not as you know.
And when we went to Zardor's ship, we
You
didn't
moved it,
see
by the
any
way,
Drow?
From what he said, then yes, they're all.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, like
Yeah.
when we saw it, and like the Zardor's ship is a part of the Sea Maiden Fair. I just wanted a free ship.
Yeah.
And
That
he
was the
and I when we were there, we didn't see any Drow.
No.
Okay, so I'm like, so wait, is Zardor Zord himself Drow? Clearly, you know, using your weird Drow magic.
Please, I beg of you.
Alright, so that's a yes.
Yeah, but I'm reading his mind now, Jacko. Just on
okay.
the surface, you know.
You get like immediate like a wave of fear, like a wave, like a washing over this individual, and you get like a sense of it as well, and you get an image, like of like a memory of this Krabik that that like pierces his mind over and over again, and you see the same image. You see the top, like the deck of a ship, like the top part. You see steering wheel in the corner of your eye. You see like the wheel.
Captain's wheel.
I mean, you have like.
I'm pretty sure that is not the technical term for it either. But...
The ship's wheel.
Yeah, you steer with it, right?
Steering wheel sounds like a pilot's wheel. I don't know.
You see the you're on like the part of the ship on the bow with like the head of the elven lady carved out of it, and you see
After the ship.
Jarl Axel Bainrum standing there, sword in his hand, just as you have encountered him at the party, and next to him is like the hook-nosed drow that you faced in the dock ward, that you now know to be Saloon, and a flash later, you see like just like a swipe of a sword, and like his head is taken clean off his shoulder.
He's scared of an instant death without any initial pain. That's
Look,
what he's can't do worse than.
Forget about what happened to Saloon. What is the relationship between Jarl Axel Bainre and Zardor's Zord? Focus, my friend.
And as you're asking that question, like the scene continues, and Jarl Axel walks towards the statuette of like the elven lady, and like caresses the head, and like him and the drow around you transform, and Jarl Axel transforms back into Zardor's sword.
Dude, I knew the fucking like Jarl Axel's rapier and the fucking Nimblewright looked like they were the same, and the hats looked the same. The fucking cheeky motherfucker.
God was so chill, bro. We were in a
Man, he was so chill with us. And then we fought Jarl Axel. Oh, so we like met him and hung out, and then like later on we fought Jarl Axel at the. Oh, dude.
Okay, but I guess what do you do?
So I can't. I mean, I'm not subtle about the fact that I'm detecting is like upper
but do
layer of
tell
thoughts.
us, well.
Yeah, I immediately say so they're one and the same. Zardos
So,
is
what the
Jarlaxle's.
fuck?
Yeah, nobody needs to roll inside at that. Like he recognizes your recognition, and like the fear overtakes him again.
You gotta be shitting me, man.
Zardos is Jarlaxle's alter ego.
I was in the sauna with the dude. Why wouldn't he have like just fucked me up?
I guess you weren't such a thorn in his side at that point.
No, he likes to play games.
I mean,
Does Jarlaxle have any other alter egos? Think hard.
Well, he always says he enjoys the performance. I know, as far as my knowledge goes, he has many faces.
any in particular that he's using in the city?
I don't know.
My note here says Zardos' order's getting shadier by the day.
Shady.
Zardos' order is.
That one out. He's clean.
Alright, so all of the fucking festival is Drow pretending to be elves, doing a cool fucking festival. Why? What are you trying to do? Are you just trying to get control of us and like you did in Luskan? Is that it?
Oh no, the Bregendarth is a small crew of only about 30 people. They are the tight core of sailors. The others, they're chosen for the festivities.
But
And-
why?
You're here for what? On representing the interests of Luskan? Is this part of some elaborate plan to get Luskan into the Lord's Alliance?
I think so. Yes, maybe.
Is he thinking honestly when he says that?
Yeah, you get his thought piercing. Jarlaxle has mentioned Luskan a lot. He doesn't, and then he says out loud, he doesn't forget his home.
Alright, but like, what about this whole boat, incredible wealth hidden in the city? You know anything about that?
Well, only what the
what-
captain has told.
What has he told you?
There's a lot of undiscovered treasure somewhere in the city, and we should be the ones to first get to it, because it will gain us a lot of power.
And you're using the nimble rights to do so.
You just noted it. They are part of it, yes.
Mhm.
He starts tugging at his wrist and says, "Please, I beg of you, I've told you much."
Yeah, man, you're doing real well. Honestly, like, dude, you've helped us already more than I actually thought you would. We just gotta make sure you've helped as much as we can, then we can do what we can to help you. Look, tell you what, man. If you're really good, man, like you could get pretty far from here fast. I could we can help you. We can get you out of the city.
Is that a truthful saying?
Yeah.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, not advantage, sadly.
Okay. Well, what else do you wish to know?
Can I look to Raven?
At this point, I'm making notes. I'm like kind of scribbling down a lot of what is sort of things that are coming together. I look back up and ask, what is the next move Jarlaxle's planning?
Do you think I know this?
And in his mind, I assume I'm getting I'm not getting anything to suggest that he's being deceptive there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the purpose of your specific mission?
Mine. Well, I am one of the contacts, one of the Drow who blend well enough into the city to move about.
Are there any other associates like Fenris Stormcastle that you lot are having meetings with, having dealings with?
Well, he is the main one.
Why
There
him?
are people we use, but they do have no knowledge of us.
Why him?
We tasted a sense of resentment from him.
Out of the city.
He would be an easy convert into our cause, even without his full support.
Okay, so what is Jarlaxle's relationship with the Lords of Luskan? Is he a mercenary that they've hired to further their goals? Is he?
Is he a Lord of Luskan? In disguise?
Why?
Like,
Is he just
Complicated
patriotic?
question. He's not the Lord of Luskan, at least not officially.
but
But he's
controls
in a
the
position of
capital.
power there, yeah.
He does hold power, yes.
And he wants Luskan to enter into the Lord's Alliance. Do you know for what
I believe
reason?
so.
Simply so they can be taken
Money?
more seriously? Money?
What is in the way of Luskan joining the Lords Alliance right now? What has to be done? What has to be overcome?
A history of racial resentment. You don't know what it's like to be a drow, to move into the sun and have everyone to judge you for it. We just want to be recognized.
So Luskan seeks to join the Lords Alliance.
We should be taken like as seriously as everyone else to have the same respect.
Yes.
Jarlaxle is here under the guise of Zardar Zord and a bunch of non-drows seeking to, secretly extend influence over the goings-on here?
Yes, if the leadership of Waterdeep acknowledges Luskan and can convince other cities, it will certainly help.
And you thought you would make them like Luskan by holding a cool festival, and they'd be like, "Man, Luskan's great. This all came from there."
Well, that is mostly
For sure.
his love of festivities.
What
But
was
behind the
the,
scenes, he is treasuring the Lords. At least that is his goal.
I think so.
what was the purpose of the operation at Growlhund Villa? I assume my spell's almost running out, so I just want to get like one last read on him before it's sort of gone. It can only last a minute.
We had investigated the dealings at Trollskull Alley, and we followed the rogue Nimblewright back to Growlhund Villa.
The rogue Nimblewright, it wasn't doing what it was told.
No. It acted on other orders. We tracked it back to the villa and kept an eye on it.
What are your orders for the Nimblewrights?
knew this.
What are the orders you have given it? Or
I-
them?
The Nimblewright, as far as I know, are just sold to many various people around the city in order for us to spy on them. But we knew the Garlands had the stone.
Through the Nimblewright, that is how you knew.
Indeed.
And how did you even know what the stone was?
Well, I do not, but the captain does.
Is the captain looking for anything else apart from the stone that might be in relation to the vault?
Yes, he has spoken of other objects. But I do not know how or why they factor into it.
Do you know what they are, the objects?
No,
No
but
names, nothing.
small enough to be concealed.
But he is not in possession of any of these objects, it seems.
If he is, he has not told me. The captain has many secrets and many things stored in his
Yeah.
cabin.
Doesn't make sense to
I like look up to
say such
to
things.
Raven, see if anything seems to be a lie.
I think like, it just recently ran out in the conversation, but he wasn't lying up until now, right?
Yeah, I'm like maxing.
I just keep pretending like I'm like reading his mind, like I don't like let up that it's it's expired.
Okay. Yeah, like tugs at his wrist again, but this time only utters like a single. Please.
I kind of look at Raven. It's like, can you see anything else that you may know of import?
Does Jarl Axel expect that finding the treasure vault would in some way further his Luskin's cause of joining the Lord's Alliance, or is that just a vanity project, a search for treasure?
With money, you can buy almost anything. If he had that much, he could probably buy it way into the Alliance if he really wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's probably their ultimate goal then here. I mean, extend power, sure, but with that amount of treasure.
Did he know that the vault existed before you came here? Was it part of the talk when you first set off out of Luskin?
Sorry, what was the question?
Did he seem to know about the vault before you arrived in Waterdeep? Was it part of the conversation about why you left Luskin?
No, and in fact, he only started talking about it after the business at with Saloon and Trollskull Alley. Only recently.
Interesting.
So the damn Growlhounds tipped them up, huh?
No, Saloon was before the Growlhounds.
Yes, but the Trollskull Alley was about the Growlhounds taking the stone to begin with.
Then why
I guess he
did
wants
Saloon
to
do
know.
And
Then why did-
Saloon was punched out of prison around that time.
She was what?
So
That's when
he was
Saloon
taken.
yeah.
Yeah, he was taken out of prison, but he was busted out of prison around the same time.
Out. I remember that.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got.
Saloon was the one
and-
that is like primarily was like the escape that's like tangentially Davil Starsong managed to escape alongside. As in, there was a huge prison break to get Saloon out. It was based all around Saloon, right? I think that's the information we got. It was a drow anyway, I think. Yeah.
And so they tried that out again. Saloon was a shitty drow. Why they care so much?
Well, so understand Saloon was one of his captains, or one of his lieutenants.
Wait, Saloon was... That was the drow we originally fought, right, at the beginning of this whole fucking mess, right?
Yeah. I mean, they weren't no slouch. It took all of us to take them down. It's true.
That's true.
It was
they broke-
pretty-
They broke Saloon out just to kill him and teach a message, huh?
No, Saloon acted out of his own volition. The captain did not like this.
His breakout, oh I see, that wasn't planned.
Oh, no. The business in the dockwards.
Ah yes, but you guys, for Zardos, broke him out of prison just to kill him?
She knows that.
So yeah. Guess it does show a real good point. No way you can hide. Not even in prison.
Okay, my friend. Answer this one, and answer this honestly. You know what? It's late in the day. I'll cast Detect Thoughts again.
Dude, I have the necklace, man, unless you're casting it. I could just use it.
I shrug and I say, we're going to take a long... We're going to rest tonight after this, I assume.
Let's hope.
I look into his eyes, now, reading his surface thoughts again, and I say, if we take you from here, lead you to the south gate, provision you, put your feet on the high road, and with still hours of darkness left, leave you to head inland as far as you can safely travel before the sun comes up. Will you swear to leave Waterdeep, leave your boss, Jarl Axel, and all those you came with, and find a new life for yourself, and never return here again?
Man, that's a sweet deal, man. I take it. I say that.
Jarl Axel has given me a home where Luskan was his. But
We're about to give you a life.
yes, I will leave it if it means I can continue living.
Does he think he's honest?
Yeah, you get like a repeated thought of please let it be true, please let it be true, please let it be true.
Okay, then I will dig deeper. I'll force the wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And like dig, you know, because that could just be like, please let it be true, so I can escape dishonestly.
So you said wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Will save, yeah, she said, silly boy.
Ooh.
It's
13, I don't think is enough against.
No, it's 15
Raven.
against mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I force my way into his mind, and I just want to confirm the honesty of that. That he, like, as in, will he leave and never return?
Yeah, you gotta
Abandon his, comrades in arms and start a new life somewhere.
You get a picture of like him, like imagining himself like travel alone on the road, like out of the gates.
I don't want to go with him.
And as he's traveling, like the image fades and he's suddenly standing in front of like a burned down building, and he falls to his knees, but then after a while gets back up and keeps on going on the road.
Okay, so I like withdraw from his mind and say, he's honest enough. He has no intention of breaking the terms we've set out.
Alright, that's good enough for me. I kind of look at him and was like, alright, you ready for a new life then, boy?
Boy.
He nods.
Alright, now I will say about this one, you really gotta we can't, walk you through the streets or tied up without, look really suspicious. And at this point, I hope we can trust each other enough. We could have killed you right now, we didn't. So, we're gonna untie you, we're gonna chill out and walk you. You said the south gate, do you want to go out the river gate, Raven? It's so close.
Southgate leads to, it is a bit of a walk through countryside. I think we can, give this guy the benefit of a little walk down the city.
Yeah, sure, I guess if you want to
Put him on the main road. Let him go inland.
Fair enough. Alright, let's get to it. I kind of, start cutting his ropes.
Sure, he seems like mostly defeated, but also a small,
Yeah, I kind of clap him in the back because I tell you, dude, you should be happy, man. This was literally the best possible way you had of getting out of here.
He says something in Undercommon.
Yeah. At least it wasn't the snakes that caught you.
Oh yeah, man. I got one of the friends.
They had their eyes quite fixated on the house you were.
Anyone else feel like this guy's about to catch a toxic dart as we walk through the street? I don't say this. I'm saying this in game, just like
yeah, without also
out of character,
I will. I'll give him back all his clothes.
Okay. I'm assuming you're not giving back the gun.
No.
Okay.
I'll give him back his coins. I'll give him back his coins.
Okay.
How
How much coin was it, by the way? Yes.
8,000.
Yeah, maybe I don't give it back. Check it.
Like a small a bag, 12 gold and a few silver as well.
Not bad for once. As we sort of he's all ready to get up, I kind of turn to him if you want to be real safe, I could turn him at least invisible for the journey down. Make sure anyone watching only sees us. Maybe they might not. I think that's a fight worth taking.
You can keep him visible for what? For an hour?
An hour. We should, if we get a big enough cab, he can go in that, and no one will be any the wiser.
Too much of a chance for him to make a break. How would we know when he'd run off?
If you want, we could tie a rope around him and I believe then the rope itself may become
Walk
invisible.
the invisible dog.
I think would the rope become invisible?
No, he wouldn't be considered holding the rope. You would be, I think. I would rule it like that.
He's got a hood. He walks through the city. Just pull your hood up. No one will recognize you. Southgate we go. Go for a little walk. It's the middle of the night. We'll spot anyone making trouble.
You don't have any magic to disguise him?
I only know how to disguise myself.
Very well then.
It's in the name of the spell, I think. Also, I don't have that memorized today, but let's leave that aside. Let's leave that point aside.
Right, what was your name, man? Oh yeah, Craigie.
Krebin.
Craigie it was.
Craigie.
Craig, sorry. Oh.
Okay, so the plan is to, I think, just basically walk him down the way of the dragon to the south gate.
Dragon or the hybrid?
The high road would be easier, I think.
Oh, I guess the high road is like also in this. Yeah, okay. So walk him down the high road and then just let him continue along the high road out the city.
Oh, do I know what the gates are like at night? They don't shut the main gate, right? This is a shoot city. They're like open all night.
No, they don't shut.
Open for business.
The guards pay a little closer attention, at night.
But to people coming in, surely, not people going out. Like
smaller groups. I mean, how many times have you left the city at night?
every
A
night.
lot.
The others don't know it, Jacob, but every night.
Yeah, I would say I'll walk a bit ahead. You two take care of him,
Right.
and I'll just keep like 60 feet from them or something like that. And just keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep an eye on those rooftops, Jacko. That's where I expect these fucking nuts
Yeah.
to be. If they're
I
like
checked
to-
this. I checked this to a tour. I checked
if there's any toxic darting
Well,
coming.
give me a perception check.
Very well. I'll human determination this perception check.
baby. He thinks we're not getting. He thinks we're in a short rest pretty soon, does he?
14. Fucking terrible. That means it's a 15, right? Because passive perception overrides.
Yeah, you should just said you don't look, and then he would have used it.
I got my passive looking at the rooftops,
Mm,
All right.
actually
Yeah,
terrible.
you walk a little ahead, Jet. None of you spot anything on the roof.
Yeah, I would stealth as well, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hiding in the
stealth people.
shadows.
Yeah.
So good.
Stealthy
Have you
boy.
wanted to play Russian roulette with this dude to spook him? Or would we It's like you point it to his knee and then pull the trigger and be like, "Your lucky day," and then you're like, click it again and just be like, "Oh, so good."
Okay, yeah, you guys walk all the way down to the south gates. Even the high road at this point is pretty quiet. It's like past 12 at this point, and yeah, you see a few patrols, but they don't pay you any heed. Eventually, okay.
Yeah. So when we reach the gate eventually? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, you see the beacons on the walls, the large walls, and at like the gate broad enough for about 4 guards at the same time. Yeah, you think the south gate is probably not used as much as the river gate, but yeah.
Yeah. As we're, about to leave him to his own devices,
Mm-hmm.
I will walk up, I will take out a pouch of an additional 10 gold,
Okay.
and I will give that to him and say, safe travels, friends. They're always... you'll find friends in many places in this world. As long as you
Yeah, I kind of wistfully look out.
keep your
the
wits
gate,
about you.
like dark, wild beyond. I'm like, yeah, man. In some ways, I'm a little jealous of you. Like, if I could just leave, start a new life, forget about all people trying to kill me, I would. I'd be
What's
very
stopping
tempted
you?
to take that. You're a lucky guy.
I was kind of like actually curious. What's stopping you, Max?
Well, like I feel pretty bad about it.
Fair enough. So you don't
Plus,
actually
I kind
want
of
to.
promised that person going to save their daughter's soul from like the
That's
devil.
true,
and
that's
shit. Yeah.
Anyway,
But after that, man, I'm gonna head out if you want to come see some shit.
off you
I
go,
thought it was
Krebig.
so cool. Holy.
Love to put a
He looks
chop
you
on.
confused, but takes the gold. And,
Yeah. Let us meet again in happier times. As I like.
Let's
Let
meet
him-
As-
I start
let him-
singing,
my
"Go
function.
nowhere."
As he's
go nowhere."
as he's
Yeah,
walking
you
away.
see.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Yeah, no, you do see as he's walking away, there are like a surprising amount of like guards on the walls, like just like patrolling the city or like the city wall, but they're like mostly facing like out of the city, and you see these guards are wearing armor much like nicer, much more ostentatious than the regular city watch. I can show you a picture.
Ceremonial position.
Ooh,
baby.
fancy.
Those were the guys we needed when fucking what's the name was escaping. Who I wanted to be
As
guys,
as he walks away, I say in like a loud whisper, just so it carries to him, but like sounds like it's not supposed to. I say, "Smart move, giving him the tracking gold jet, so we'll know if he keeps his promise or not."
That's a deception.
I like fucking elbow Raven inside.
Ow!
I'll call out loud enough so the guards could hear it well. Like if they really wanted to, just like safe travels, Craig, and I'll give him bardic inspiration in case he needs to, persuade any people along the way, or hide, or to give him a little bardic inspiration,
Okay. Yeah, you do see like the way this set up is like there's two. There's only like a skeleton crew at this point. There's 2 guards inside of the gate and 2 guards outside of the gate, and like a little building, and a little building with like an open, large open window, and he does appear to like stop at that window and face into it, but after like a few sentences back and forth, he does walk forward.
Did he use the bardic inspiration to your question?
You never know.
I don't know. Maybe
Give him another one just in case.
One day, imagine it saves his life at one day in the next 10 minutes.
One day in the next 10 minutes.
It'll be funny.
Well then, let us simply leave our friend to his fate.
I'm like, man, that guy wasn't too bad actually, Like just a dude caught up in some bad shit, man. Like probably sucks to come from Luscombe where that guy is your boss.
We learned a lot. I'm glad we're putting these pieces together. I think this will be of interest to Vajra Safar for sure.
Yeah, dude, this is big fucking info, right? Like, this is like, fucking the festival's all drow in the skies. That's like a big news, yeah?
He said not all. He said about 30 drow and the rest are hired on people who presumably don't know that they're working with a bunch of drow in disguise.
Seems to be the case, yeah.
I'm guessing like at least all the captains of the free ship,
Yeah.
Like it's just...
Yeah. Zardos, man. I knew there was something shady about that motherfucker.
He was such a chill man, dude. He had a sauna, though. Like, don't drow hate the fucking sun? Why did he like a sauna? It makes no sense.
Dude, as soon as I spotted those rapiers, man,
out of interest, like real quick, when you did fight Jarlaxle, he didn't seem to be bothered by the sun.
It's because he's wearing that eye patch, keeps him safe. The sun.
You have disadvantage on range tackles.
Well, that was the middle of that was like the nighttime party, right? Like,
I mean, it was getting.
It was like the end of the party, But
like,
good to know, Jackie. Good to know.
Yeah, you guys, I think entered at around 7, so.
And it was at least a good couple of hours, didn't it? So.
Yeah. That's
Mordor had to talk someone into sleeping.
Still
like
summer,
Yeah,
sort of summer.
The jokes take a while to kick in. Alright, anyway. Hey, you're muted, Mordor. It's up for testing.
Okay.
But, I'm like, yeah, man. Let's get back. We'll see if Mordor is around. Maybe he'll want to know a little bit about this as well. But dude, it's some interesting shit right there. I'm a little spooked though now. I'm a little spooked. Do you want to go straight to Blackstaff? Like, I know it's like fucking, middle of the night, but this is like big shit, right? Like, what if they attack us in the morning or some crap, before we can tell someone?
It'll keep. It's fucking already like midnight. It was like it's like well past midnight at this point. I'm like, nah.
Right. I mean, I guess if we're dead, we have bigger things to worry about than
exactly.
Waterdeep.
I like take out the fucking bird.
You can
you guys
tell them after they resurrect us. Not particularly.
What a gun? Or what's it called? A boomstick? Did you actually? Are they actually called that in this school, Jacko?
No, they're. People have called it that.
I would.
I don't think you know the official name yet.
I would gladly take one.
You want it? Alright. I kind of hand it to my. You point at someone, you pull trigger, and boom, the head blows off. Actually, that doesn't really happen, but it happened like once. I think.
Boom stick.
I kind of give him like, I'm like, alright, here's I think this should be enough powder for about 10 shots, and there's 10 little steel bullets. You can do what you want with those.
10.
Just don't hold it. Like make sure you don't need your fingers in your ears. But be ready for the fucking. It makes one hell of a bang. I mean, you've been nearby, but when you're holding it, also like the kickback, it's weird, man. It's even more than a crossbow.
I'll figure it out eventually.
Sure, but you only got 10 bullets, man, so it don't take too long. Back to Troll School, I guess.
Back to Troll School. Do you want to send a quick mess? Does anyone want to send this information out real quick?
No, particularly.
We can do it in the morning. Should be alright, I guess.
I'm sure we can just tell them after they resurrect us if we die.
That's true, right? We know too much. They definitely bring us back. Let's hope they kill us and don't just, torture us for
Speaking of, I wonder if they brought Maloon back yet.
100%, man, 100%.
I mean, his brain was missing, so it's a bit of a trickier spell, but...
Yeah, but she's like the black stuff, right? She's got to have like miracles all up the wazoo. Anyway,
I like contemplate Vajrasafar's wazoo for a couple of minutes as we're walking
baby.
along, like how many miracles might be stored therein.
You get struck by lightning.
Actually, did something like that all day.
You have to like walk around a bit, up and down the high road, but eventually you do find a carriage.
Troll school, my man.
Hoo-yah!
And step on it.
They sound like horses are stepping on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make, man, like, I mean, today was pretty chill, actually. You know, we
I'll
didn't
take the
actually,
like 3 copper off or whatever it is. 4 copper maybe, I don't know.
It's donuts today. What a good day. Good day.
Indeed. See how many fucking contraband rebels from Justice
Dude, I swear, if
hiding
Abel
in
is
Charles.
back in the fucking manor, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna be pissed.
Morda, after you finished your pancakes with Squirrely, what did you do? You're muted. So.
You're muted.
Well, I ate like most of them, and I just kind of like don't do like don't make any more pancakes, but you know.
Eat some more. Don't make any more.
This is a great idea. This whole obstacle course or whatever you made here. Keep doing this. You know, we gotta get yourself strong.
I was kind of planning on going to bed. It's pretty late. But tomorrow?
Well, yeah, tomorrow, sure.
Okay. I'll make sure to sharpen my sword.
I mean, you don't need to do that for training, you know? You can sharpen your sword after the train.
Oh. It's okay. I don't like splinters anyway.
Yes. Yeah, they're the worst.
We could have given Squidly the gun.
It's so good that you're so good at being drunk, Tom. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I mean,
So much experience.
like, you know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. No. Yeah. Have fun sleeping. Oh, head off. Oh,
You're strange.
good night.
Alright, he follows you upstairs and goes into the spare room which you guys have prepared for both the orphans. Okay.
I snore loudly.
Orphans are luckily not on the same floor, they don't care.
Poor Raven on the same floor.
Yeah.
At the other side of the floor, I'm sure I'm okay.
I mean, yeah,
Like 2 sawing machines. Alright, but yeah, eventually you guys come back to the manor. At this point, it's almost 2 in the morning. Having traversed most of the city at this point, like from the south gate way up to the north ward, back to Trollskull Alley. It's a long trip, but somehow the driver doesn't ask for more money for the trip because it's all standardized. And yeah, you do you just want to do anything else or just?
I go up, I check on the kids, and I go to bed.
Oh, responsible adult. I go to bed.
Yeah, let's fucking hit the hay.
Okay. You check on the orphans. You see, like it's a single bed that's in there. You see Squiddly on the feet end is laying widespread with his clothes still on, and you also see like a shape underneath the blanket with a light source coming from underneath it.
I would, I guess, sneak up. I will silently walk up.
Okay.
I'll just roll sneak, I guess. Yeah, 16. Anyway, and then I'll.
It's better than a child's passive perception, so you did.
Yeah, I'll raise up the blanket where I see the light.
Okay, yeah, you see Nat with a candle in one hand, and like a parchment in like on the bed, and she's like laying
Yeah.
down next to him.
Okay. I guess
She-
he looks up
because
on me.
you're
and-
Slowly lower it down and walk without saying
Yeah.
anything.
No, I say being persistent is good, but sleep. One also needs to rest. As I grab the parchment, blow out the candle, and take them both.
Man, it's much more dangerous reading with a candle in bed than a torch or flashlight.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
Man,
definitely.
yeah, like, you go out quite easily.
Yeah, she like it's one of those candles with like a holding thing, like a metal base. But yeah, you take it away. She gives you like a frown, and then like frustrated, like grabs some of the blanket and rolls to the side. Yeah,
You're a mean dad.
you exit.
Yeah, I exit.
Yeah.
I glance at the work, and then I put it back in the
Yeah, it looks
whatever
like
it's
she
called, the
is she's like ripped out of a page out of a book, and is trying to like copy word for word the page herself.
Okay.
Like
Is it one of the ones I've translated, or just a random book from the
like a random book from from the ones that have survived in the manor in the library.
So she's just trying to learn how to read, type,
Okay. Yeah,
write
like,
properly. Yeah, I'll just return to the study, and I'll go up to bed.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything before bedtime?
Nope, straight as is.
I give myself body concentration 10 minutes before, and I can't. You can't give it to yourself. Otherwise, though, I would do it every night so I can wake up.
Maybe you
my
can in
best.
your dreams, though. Maybe if you dream that you inspire yourself, when you wake up, you've got an inspiration.
Cast spells that can't target myself on myself, Jacker.
Sorry.
Can I cast spells that target myself that don't target myself on myself?
Yeah. Like invisibility, you can, right? Or something like that.
No. Like if something like I can target a creature other than myself, could I
Oh,
cast it on myself if I was bipolar?
no.
Why not? It's all mental. It's all mental, right? There's no reason I can't cast on myself.
It's your physical body.
Yeah, but mental spells. Alright.
It's your brain.
Yeah, but I got two.
How about that long
Alright.
rest, Jacko?
As you're contemplating this,
What a
Max,
happy
you do
dream.
see that the bed sheets are completely messy and all over the place in your room.
That's prestigiation when you need it. Oh, whatever. I mean, it probably weren't that much better when I left last night.
You're like, oh, that's funny. I thought someone slept in here.
All right, yeah, you finally all get a long rest.
Oh, dude, it feels so good to have more than 2 hit dice.
It dies. It's insane.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah, and
at that
the
point, I'm just going to
morning-
get some more ice real quick.
Go to the toilet. It's more like a wake up first. I'm sure that happens.
I'm so sad I wasn't a shadow monk at this point. I could just pass without trace and stuff would be so helpful.
That's pretty cool in the city, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
And silence is pretty good for interrogations. I've been thinking about it. Silence and darkness would be so fucking terrifying. Like being completely
Like-
unable to hear or see anything.
Oh,
It's
that-
like crawl and like try and touch your way out of it.
Yeah. And like being attacked at the same time.
That is pretty disadvantageous.
Yeah.
Man, gotta hear with these suggestions. I don't want to imagine such things.
And I've been thinking a bit, like, it's never gonna happen, or unless, Jacko, you're gonna continue this to the level 20 campaign.
Mm.
Whether or not I want to make a level 9 rogue and level 11 monk, or level 14 rogue and level 6 monk. Because level 14 rogue gets blind sight. And I still can teleport with level 6 shadow monk.
So that's a pretty good combination. That is also pretty endgame.
Yeah. But I can also waste an ability score to just get devil sight instead
Might be
as a feat. and go
So-
11 monk and 9. But I don't know. Thinking about it is a lot, but it's really endgame, yeah. But just getting level, if we ever get a level higher than we're supposed to in this campaign, it would do a lot for me. Just
But
getting.
where's this music from?
Fable.
This is from Fable.
It is from Fable.
Yeah.
Morning,
I wasn't paying attention, but then like one time, I was
Light
like,
the
like
first
your notes,
morning.
some notes were like, wait a second. I'm pretty sure you mentioned this before, but I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I reckon the first time it came up, I was like,
Rediscovered it.
Mention what?
It's Fable music.
I rediscovered
Oh,
it
yeah,
with
yeah,
Fable,
Maybe I should play Fable. You think it holds up?
I think Lost Chapter is still really good.
Are they gonna?
I mean, it might be
The
nostalgia.
anniversary edition. But,
They're not gonna make a remake for Xbox, whatever, or PlayStation, whatever.
there's already a remake.
Yeah, but for which console?
What about a remake?
I mean, the remake's like
What
a few
about
years
second
old at this
remake?
point. Like,
exception, bitch.
I don't think they know about a second remake.
All right, morning time.
who are we mourning?
Jack boy.
Okay, it's a quiet morning. You go downstairs.
Okay, gather around. Gather ye.
Yeah, at some point we all get.
Yeah, the orphans seem to be sleeping in, or at least you haven't heard them yet.
Gather ye, gather ye. It's pancake time, while we discuss the business of the day. We fill in Mordai on what we discovered. Basically,
We got big fucking news, boy.
yeah, it turns out the Drow people hanging around and the Maiden's Fair are all related. We captured Krebig,
What do you mean
outside
related?
Fenris
They're
Stormcastle's house.
There we go.
They are literally them. They're using nimble rights to spy on people. Zardor Zord is Jarl Axel.
That's fucking
They
so
seem
good, dude.
that here they seem to be intent on finding riches and stuff and getting general influence to help
Yeah, that
Luskan join the Lord's Alliance.
They're trying to find out who the fucking closed lords are, so you can basically push at them, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, either through bribery or through, actual, like, threat names, one way or
Just call
another.
them close lords.
That's the other opposite of Open Lord,
The Closet Lords.
Closet Lords.
Mass lords. Ooh,
Closed
much
lords.
better.
Jarl Axel's apparently in some kind of position of power in Luskan and has a vested interest in them being able to join the Lord's Alliance. So he's brought a group of sneaky hombres here to see what influence they can gain. And in the process of being here, they've discovered all these rumors about the stone and the vault and all that shit.
And yeah, like, it seems like Axel's pretty confident there are like some other objects you need, not just a stone, right, which you probably figured. But he seems to maybe know more about that. I'm not sure if he knows what, but the person also
Don't fancy
mentioned
our
that
odds
he
of
has a
ambushing
lot
and interrogating him, like...
Yeah, the guy did say he has a lot of weird shit in his office, so maybe he's already found something and it's like, in there. There's always a chance, which would be fucked for us. Because God knows how we get back there again. But yeah, we better we're saying we better go fucking tell someone that, there's like,
I mean,
30
wait,
fucking
hang on. On that subject, we saw Zardor Zord at the parade, right, today while we were staked out.
That's true, yeah.
So Jarl Axel went past. So my point is, if we knew that they were out parading and that Jarl Axel was doing his Zardos thing with the two scimitars and shouting at people, that'd be a good opportunity to sneak aboard his ship and break into his office.
That's true,
It
man.
would also be a good opportunity to get some allies and actually take him down during the parade.
Oh,
Dude.
that guy's dangerous.
Like, man, I mean, okay, the Black Staff, right? There's a few people in this town who are up at level, right? Like, the Black Staff is at
Yeah.
least his equal.
That's
right?
gonna be okay. That's something I first stopped today. Is going to Blackstaff Tower and getting people filled in on who's is going un.
What is on?
On that subject, I got a couple of other things I want to do today. I want to take finally this ticking bloody pyramid that I brought down from my room this morning, or brought down from the study this morning, put it on the table, to a temple and find out what they make of it. It's all infernal, apparently.
No, right,
We
man.
still have the silver disc of Dulak Kolat.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't mind taking it to Kolat Towers and see what's going on.
Yeah.
I'll find out if there's been any more developments on the Xanathar's Guild front while I'm on. Hopefully, I'll find out if there's been more developments on the Xanathar's Guild front while I'm at Blackstaff Tower, and if we'll be involved in any way. And otherwise, I don't know. You've got the Castellanta case with the nanny who sold the twins to Asmodeus we could sort out. Well, not sort out,
Don't
but
know, man, how we
look
could do
into
shit
more.
about that.
That can only be sorted with the treasure at this moment.
Well, there's otherwise there's a grand opening to sort out. If anyone wants to get on the
I don't know about that, I can do the music, you guys figure out the other shit.
Right, well, if someone who doesn't have anything to do today would like to kind of start getting on the details, such as
I
the
got a
when
date,
and the...
man. I'm busy later.
Are you?
Yeah, man.
Alright, fair enough.
I insight that.
I'm pretty good. I can.
It's
I guess I have to roll something, right? GR it.
deception.
GR it.
Hey, he didn't roll deception earlier when I GR'd my insight at him.
Jackie, you're muted.
Seems pretty truthful and confident.
Okay. I do need to return to the temple with some information as well.
Your temple pagoda thing,
It's
how
not a real temple, right?
like I mean, how
Yeah,
religious
people
are
know
they?
it.
Like, would they know about infernal stuff if I brought this along?
It wouldn't be impossible.
But,
That
like,
one of the elder members would know.
Alright, well, I might try somewhere else first. You didn't sound full of confidence there.
Okay, you say temple, but like you pretty confident about like killing people before. Like you're not like really religious, right?
Dude, there's all sorts of temples where they encourage that. Are you kidding?
Shady. That's shady.
I know of temples where they cut your heart out and throw you down the steps.
Do
Like,
you have a specific god the temple is to?
No.
So what is it called? The
Shady.
temple of what?
it says pagoda
Shame.
temple right here on our map.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, what do you practice at the temple?
Martial arts.
Martial arts.
So
It's just a spiritual way of living.
What spirits? What
It's not-
spirits?
Alright, I'm out of here. I'll let you guys sort this
Your
mystery
own
out.
spirituality. It's not.
I'll see you guys this afternoon.
Wait, what are you doing?
Blackstaff Tower, temple
You want-
somewhere,
Okay.
and a couple of other errands.
Errands.
Yeah, just personal stuff.
I'll at least come to the tower. I'm also like great hand. I feel like I should show that I'm also doing my job, and not that you it's finding all this important information out. I was there as well,
Reasonable. Come on then. What happened to your date though? I say as we're like walking out the door.
It's at 8 p.m. man. I got plenty of time.
You got plenty of time. Go organize the grand opening, asshole.
I gotta get ready, man.
I just shake my head as we're like walking out the door. It's just like call back to Jess and whatever. We'll see you guys this afternoon, I assume.
I'll get Nat some more homework. I'm guessing they're awake at this point.
Yeah, they're awake, but chilling in the room. They seem to be.
Okay. I'll get them some breakfast, give Nat some homework. Give some pointers, I guess, and then I'll head to the temple.
What by the way, what time are we planning on going to tonight? Because I know Podtrack took tomorrow off, so he's good. But like Jacko and Tom, how late can you guys run this?
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm also good.
Also
Very
good.
good.
Sweet.
Good stuff tomorrow.
Sleep in.
I started well.
Overnight session.
I've been up till 1 stuff.
I mean, I haven't had
Playing
dinner
D&D
yet, so
till
like, my
8
only
in the
thing is
morning.
at some point I want to like my plan is after the session to go downstairs and cook myself some dinner. So like I'm gonna be real hungry if we go too late, but I'm gonna go the full 4 hours then.
Yeah.
I go 16 hours without food. You'll be fine.
I mean, yeah, if you think about when you sleep, you go at least 12 hours of food.
I mean, I'm just sitting here
12
eating gins
hours?
though. I needed food in my stomach at some point this
12,
evening.
12 hours of sleep.
Actually, I might go cook it when you're doing someone else's like story in a bit. Like that seems like a reasonable.
I might go grab a snack.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. But yeah, who are we going to, Jacko?
Well, we're the ones
So
who just
what-
walked
yeah,
out.
sorry,
first,
what are you
right?
doing? Yeah.
So we're going to Blackstaff Tower at least initially.
Okay.
I think Jet's going to the temple.
I'm heading to
Pagoda.
the temple. I'm just gonna brief people. I'm just gonna straight up brief them about the fact that about
You're gonna gather like the
Dark.
elder members
Yeah.
of the pagoda.
and give them the information about the Dark Elves in the harbor. They're not direct enemies of the pagoda itself, but just warn them to be careful
Okay.
with it.
Okay. Yeah, but let's first head towards.
What are they doing?
Raven and
Okay.
Max. Wait, Mora, what are you doing?
Who knows?
I remember at the thing I was told not to leave the city, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. Not to leave us.
What else got big plans?
Very much means the walls, or this. Because I was thinking of going to the Snowy Lord to find out about the missing sun stuff, but I'm not sure if I should leave.
It's a coastal region, I'm sure.
You know, technically, the city of Waterdeep does have lands, that crosses past the city for sure. You're not completely sure how far it is and how that influences your, current
That's
sentence.
That's so fucking stretching it.
I was legally within the grounds.
As long as you're on this map, you're good.
I can imagine like you make like a little den to hide out in like the forest, like within the legal definition. Like, what are you talking about? I was here.
Oh, clearly in Waterdeep for this entire duration.
Because I'm
We're just waiting for you.
I come back and it's like, come with us.
Yeah, but there's a difference between the city of Waterdeep and the region of Waterdeep, I would say.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was meant to leave the city.
Yeah, Waterdeep, the region on like the world map of Faerun is pretty huge. Yeah, like the political district that's like influenced by Waterdeep.
I mean, you just gotta think like in real
He's
life.
got to make the decision for himself.
People
Yeah,
like
exactly.
believe, this place. Personally, I would leave it to me.
Do what you want, Mordai.
Yeah, I mean, it's more that choice, right? Like he can take it how he wants. There isn't like a legal way.
I could ask the gods or anything.
I mean, yeah, I was just gonna think. I'm just gonna go to the closest guard place to just ask. It's like knock. So, if I was told to not leave the area, could I just quickly hop over to the Snow Beetle Orchards and come right back? Just got a tiny business to deal with,
I don't know. What did the Magister say?
Don't leave Waterdeep.
Best remain within the city walls, then. Just in case.
He's such a play gang member. What the hell?
All right, sure thing. And I don't.
What you do is
He gives you like a shake of the head.
she has some bricks and extendable as you walk to be around the orchard.
You build a wall around the orchard.
You goody now, boys.
Then I really don't know. I'm just gonna.
What does Mordai do in the days before he had us as beautiful companions? If only someone could sort out the grand.
Yawning portal and doing jobs. That's
Only
a
someone
very
could
good
sort
word.
out the grand opening.
The what? Sorry.
The grand opening
Only.
of Troll Skull Manor.
Are we doing that? Wait, well, we're doing that.
Before we left in the morning, they even said to you guys, if you're not doing anything, maybe someone should start organizing the grand opening. But I didn't want to do it, even though I have nothing else to do, because I don't want to be in charge or something like that. So feel free to blow it off like me if you want to go out and shit.
No.
Yeah, that's what Raven can deal with that shit when he gets round to it,
Even the one person who's got like a list of things to do and is actually busy all day, every day.
Ah, man, no, fuck that.
No, what? I'll help with what's his face? Look, kids. Like if you want some pointers and stuff, do a little bit of training or something. I'm just gonna. Man, I don't fucking know. Actually,
It's what my everyday
usually
is like.
it's something, but like,
Watch some YouTube, man.
I'm just gonna.
Take out your list of contacts, if you know what I mean.
Oh, baby. Did you get that girl's number?
Some contacts. Do I have contacts?
That's your black book, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go through my contacts. I'm gonna call each and every one of them. Like, what you doing? Get some time.
Hey, what you up to on
If only had message, that would be a great use of it. Or sending, I guess it's called.
Dude, how much using online dating happens with Magic, actually?
Just
The
imagine
difference of a
wizards
blind
looking
date.
out names and pictures in a book and just casting something.
Oh man, imagine like,
Figure.
oh my god, I can just see like it's a magic like Tinder, but you get a book and it has like a bit of person's hair.
This
so you
is
have,
why.
like, a
This is
component.
why I'm so uncomfortable every time Jet's going into my study with the kids.
Oh,
Well, no, but
I
no,
don't want them checking my like Tinder profile.
that's really.
But you know what? I will go. Because like, if remember, I do have this like this little document you gave me way back. We'll go. Just go walk out. Just try to find my City Watch contact. Just see what's up.
Okay.
I like how it says, you know, the name, right? It's human, and then there's in brackets under construction, which has been there since day one. She hasn't been construction before.
Let me go to this document. Maybe she's just a construction worker.
I don't know. It's
Good
enough.
Let's see, Tom, component information.
Storm faction information is the document.
Doesn't show up in my history, so it has been a while.
Oh wow, man.
It's been since the first episode, I'm pretty sure.
Faction information.
We met her.
You joined the
Why is it
Uh,
under construction? That seems to be pretty much it.
I don't know, man. You put it there.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah. Oh, because I know why I put it there, because Potrak, who hadn't quite conceived of the
How it was
character
being-
yet, and
Yeah.
Potrak's character here is still named Hannes.
That's true, actually.
But yeah, you go.
That's Jet's
you know
last
she
name.
works in the dock ward, so
Yeah,
you go down south again.
Oh, like, that's nice walk. Nice walk over there.
Okay.
You got time.
Take like a little over an hour on foot.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, let's go to Max and Raven first. You guys enter Blackstaff Tower. There's various people walking around. What are you planning on doing now that
I'm
you're
looking for Meliantor.
Okay. You gonna ask around, or are you gonna?
I'll ask
like, look around the public
Savengriff
spaces?
if I see him, or potentially Alphalus if I see him. And if not them, I'll ask someone who looks like they might know.
Okay.
I mean, presumably she's got like
Yeah,
an
you-
office or something somewhere. Like I probably would know where it was, right? Like I don't know.
I'd like ask you, like, do you reckon the black stuff's still not here then?
I say I feel like at some point we have to start respecting the chain of command to a degree,
this
right?
is like a big shit, though, right? What?
Well-
like all I'm saying is they said they were trying to infiltrate the city. What if we can't trust everyone, even in people in pretty good positions of power?
I'm pretty sure we can trust Meliantor.
I've never met him, so it's hard for me to say, but yeah, if you say so.
I've read her autobiography. She's trustworthy enough.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's called My Eyes Always Open: The Memories of the Black Stuff. She was a good friend of Kelvin.
Did Kelvin get on well with the current black stuff? There's no sort of like power vesting that she might, be looking for.
It's a sword. It's a complicated history for sure, but there's no bad blood
let's
between
go
them.
tell her this important information. Trust her.
Yeah, you do find Savengriff actually. He's currently leading a group of like a small group of three, which appears to be like students that have just come out of the library. And yeah, you walk up to him. He says,
Hey,
"Raven,
Savengriff, we're looking for Meliantor. It's quite urgent.
So,
Malianto. May I ask why you wish to see her?"
We have urgent news relating to the business of Foursquare that we discussed with her recently.
In that case, I'm glad to inform you that Fajar Safar has returned from her duties.
Well, let's go straight to her then. I kind of say to Max, shrugging. If she's available.
I reckon she'll maybe get ahead of us,
I mean, yeah, I want to say if she's available. I kind of like that's more sort of a question towards Savengriff.
I'll send her a notice that you're coming.
Thank you. and we'll just turn and head towards the spiral stairs that go all the way up to her Dumbledore's office.
Okay. Yeah, you leave Savengrid behind as he starts muttering some arcane words, and go all the way up the central spiral staircase. You have to wait for a minute as one of them, like Hogwarts style, clicks into another one, and you
baby.
are allowed to keep on going.
Dude, you should get some of that in your study, man.
Dude, I almost got my feet trapped in one of those the other day. Like, they're dangerous.
Dude. God damn it, huh?
Thank God the healthcare is good in Greyhound.
It was like, I almost stepped off at the wrong second. It would have been snap, half a second difference, no foot. Anyway, let's go.
Dude.
Yeah, and you head all the way up to the top level, and speak the magic.
Kelvin, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
Kelvin. It's just the film of Blackstaff's name. It's like,
Okay, weird.
Yeah, you see Varsasvar actually sitting behind the large stone tablets in the central room.
She alone?
Yeah, she's alone at the moment.
I say, good morning, Blackstaff. Is this a convenient time?
Without looking up, she says, "Ah, yes, please come in."
Step on it?
Yeah, step on in.
Yeah.
Close the door behind us if it isn't automatic. I can never remember. Yeah, and just sort of cross to like a respectful, distance away for a conversation.
After a few moments, about 10 seconds, she seems to be scribbling something down. She lays down the pen. She's physically scribbling this time. Lays down the pen and looks up and says, "Ah, it has been a while since we have been able to meet face to face in a longer conversation. Please, let us take this pleasure and have a seat."
Oh, I'm not going to turn her down. I take a seat.
Oh, yeah.
I have obviously been away from the tower for the past few days. I feel somewhat guilty of leaving you here, having just only recently been recruited. How have you fared in your recent times?
Pretty good, right?
We've certainly managed, yes. Meliantor and Althalus have been very accommodating and helpful.
That is nice to hear. Meliantor usually doesn't... how do I say this? Strike too well with complete strangers, but...
Well, we brought her something of a gift when we met her. I assume you've heard about that.
Yes, that would help, of course.
It broke the ice nicely.
I was confused for a second as a fan of that.
It was
Yes, speaking of
dwarf with a hat
your-
on, Max.
your presents, we have been working quite steadily at
Unwrapping it.
unwrapping it, so yes, it is a good way to describe it.
Well, we did some
A lot of it.
unwrapping of our own last night, and we have news to report on the subject. I was assuming this is information
Well,
you're not already familiar with.
Let us get all business out of the way.
Of course.
I heard of your troubles with the watch concerning the assault on the Graalhunt noble family. Well, let me say that, of course, considering circumstances and what we both know, it was valid, but in future times, the tower cannot protect you as well as we have before. So please do consider
course.
it.
Plainly fair. Yeah.
We got over enthusiastic, I would say.
We all, baby.
We'll be much more careful and refined in the future with our approach to such situations.
How
Of
I like
course.
it.
You are young, you will learn, I'm sure.
That's
Now,
what-
considering another subject that you might be more happy about, the War Dragon situation.
Oh yeah.
Maloon,
I
yes.
promise you a reward for what you have wrought there, and a reward you shall have. And she opens a drawer and waves some fingers,
A magic wand.
but then reaches into it, and between 3 fingers she holds 2 pearls. She says, "These are quite useful magic items, and I think you will make good use of them while under employ of the Grey Hands. But take it as a token of my appreciation for what you have managed to accomplish."
That's really very generous.
Do I like are they like commonly? I mean, not commonly, no, but do I like recognize what they are, or is she going to explain in a second?
Roll me Arcana check.
Boom.
For my previous D&D
Ooh, I got something, Jacko. I got something.
I want to see what I know.
He's got something too.
It's alright.
A little bit less of something, you know.
Alright.
I mean, it's fair. If I don't recognize the 22, it's like reasonable to explain.
Pretty uncommon, but Raven, you do recognize them as pearls of power. They're like glimmering, shiny, relatively hefty pearls, and you know that while they are on your person, you can use an action to speak its command word and regain as an expanded spell slot.
Interesting. Well, those will certainly come in handy in a pinch, Blackstaff. We thank you for... Are they consumable? I assume they're consumable, by the way. Or are they permanent and once per day, or... From my knowledge?
Yeah, you know that it is once per day.
Well, oh, wow. Nice.
Very nice.
That was handy. I say this is a princely gift, Blackstaff. We will certainly make use of them in a pinch.
Yeah, they look lovely.
I'm sure you will. Now let us move on. You mentioned you had...
Yes, but sorry, Blackstaff, just while we're on the
information.
subject, what is the situation with Maloon? Is he to be restored to life, or...?
Undeaf.
Of course. On that front, I think you will be surprised, but I do not think I want to be the one to spoil it.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Zombie Maloon incoming.
He was never dead to begin with.
Good surprise.
You had no brain, damn it.
It will be a good surprise.
Yeah, great. Can't wait. I love surprises then. I hate the bad ones though.
Excellent.
Yeah, you wanna say the good? Well, not, I don't know if it's good news, but the good information, maybe.
Sure. Well, Blackstaff, like I said, we did some unwrapping of our own last night. We have been staking out, or we were staking out, the house of one Fenris Stormcastle. When Urstel Floxen attacked us at Trollskull Alley, there was an indication that they had some, that is, his faction of the Gentarim had some interest in the man. We discovered in conversation with him, some days ago, can't remember when it was, that he was passing information to the Drow, led by Jarlaxle Bainra, and their presence in the city. We staked out his house yesterday evening and captured one Krellin, an accomplice of Jarlaxle and his crews, and took him to a private place for interrogation. From him, we discovered several pieces of the puzzle that we've been slowly putting together over the last weeks. It turns out that the presence of the Drow in the city, led by Jarlaxle, and the presence of the Maiden's Fair are all related. They are one and the same, as it were. They're using nimble rights to spy on people, and Zardor Zord, the supposed party man, carnival leader, and head of the Maiden's Fair, is in fact himself Jarlaxle Bainra in disguise. It would seem that they're here intent on finding riches. From what we ascertained, from what Kreven told us, it's in some way to aid Luskan in where Jarlaxle himself is in a position of some influence and power in joining the Lord's Alliance. Their overall strategy seems to be... we still have the letters, right, Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, produce those.
Put them out my bag and pass them.
Overall strategy is demonstrated by these seem to be seeking to gain influence over, well, first the Open Lord, which doesn't seem to be going very well for them, the Masked Lords and other figures of influence within the city to further their goals so that Luskan may be brought into the fold.
See, big stuff, right?
She regards you, Raven, for a long time, and says, "In all your honesty, how certain are you of this information?"
Use like the fucking spell, right, Raven? Like you saw.
I cast Detect Thoughts during the interrogation. At the very least, the Drow Krebin that we interrogated seemed confident in himself that it was correct. I cannot imagine how he would have been so misinformed. He understood. He had. I saw a memory in his mind directly of Zardoz or of Jarl Axel Bainre transforming himself into Zardoz Zord. It would seem that there is a crew of roughly 30 drow associated with the Maiden's Fair. The rest of their associates are simply that, associates as far as we can tell. They're here, their presence in the city is to further the interests of Luskan and to seek entrance into the Lord's Alliance.
What you're saying here is a grave accusation. One I will have to take into consideration. She bends over and slides over the letters towards herself. Starts reading them with not a super close eye, but skimming over them. Jarl Axel Bainre is a very well-known name.
We had an encounter with him. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I am not.
Althalus invited me and my companions to an event at the... what's it called? The Green Grove? The Emerald Enclave. Green Grove, yes. The Emerald Enclave, of course. I knew it was alliterative. Where it transpired that there was a... well, perhaps Max could tell this better. I don't want to potentially betray any of his somewhat split loyalties.
Sure, yeah. I'll just say the... I mean, I don't see why it really hurts. I'm sure you all kind of know what everyone's doing anyway. The Harpers, I think, in a way, were laying a trap for Jarl Axel, basically trying to bait him out. To be honest, I don't know how they did it, but they tried to lure him into the party, and then I was helping them discover who amongst the guests was Jarl Axel disguised himself as. I did so using this here. I can touch the amulet. It's helps me again, like Raven, also is able to look into minds of others. We found Jarl Axel pretending to be one of the guests and cornered him as he tried to escape. Fight broke out. He almost killed me, but everyone escaped with their lives. Unfortunately, also Jarl Axel, as we were unable to stop him. He, I think, used some very powerful magic, I don't know if it's an artifact or whatever you call them, but he created some sort of portal and jumped through it. It was very dramatic. But, yeah.
Alright, so the Harpers know of it, then I hope for all our sakes that they have informed the Open Lord as well, for this is...
I hope so, yeah.
Her business mostly. They have a history together. In order to ensure it, I will speak with her as soon as I can. But you are lucky, or skilled. I think both.
Yeah, lucky. I mean,
Jarl Axel Bainre, he is... He is a member of the strongest drow house in the world. He is the leader of the Brigandarth, an adventuring group that rivals the Force Grey in reputation.
Just out of interest, Blackstuff, how do you spell Bragendarth?
It is beer. Okay, I'll.
As you know, it's Billy, and I'm like, yeah, he is. I mean, again, you can only take our word for it, but we are almost certain that we are certain he is Zardoz Zord. And I mean, we had a meeting with Zardoz before, we knew he was at least involved in the Nimblewide business, and I mean, the man is very strange. It was clearly hiding something big, although I didn't think it was this big.
Well, yes. Well, I often have asked you this, but now more than ever, do not let this information leave the tower if at all possible. This is highly sensitive.
I won't tell anyone else.
Obliged to inform you, Blackstaff, that our companions are also aware of this information, and that their loyalties will probably, I would expect, well, I don't know, Mordai's never really paying that much attention, but it's likely that Davil Starsong will become aware of this, as will as it is likely that that Jet himself will tell his superiors at the martial arts temple pagoda where he trains.
I'm not sure they really do much in the city, right? They're just like some old dudes.
My point is, I'm afraid, Blackstaff, it is unlikely that, given the number of people that will know, that this information will remain a close secret for long.
It will leak out.
Yeah, if you want to act about it, I was just doing so quickly before too many people are aware.
A direct approach will be nigh impossible. He is,
Of course. Yeah.
one of the lords of the city of Sales. One that cannot be.
That's
so
Luskan, by the way, right, Jacko? Or is that a different city?
Yeah, I'll say you've heard it enough. That, this is a nickname for
Okay.
as Waterdeep is called the City of Splendor. Luskan
Sure.
is the City of Sales. A direct approach will be nigh impossible, but luckily he cannot act out in the open as well. Yes, his
Unfortunately,
face is remembered in the city.
Zhao are very good at acting shadows, though.
Yes, hopefully we will have time to act.
Do you have any more orders for us in regards to this?
In regards to this, I will first have to meet with Lera Severhand.
Mm-hmm.
She will probably make this a problem for the Lord's Alliance, for a leader of, I wouldn't say a hostile city, but one with a history of unrest is probably. But this is not force grey business, so to speak. Not in the way that previous matters have been.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot act too much. And I ask you, at least in official capacity, I will not order you to go in with your badges out.
Sure.
I think we understand you, Blackstaff, and obviously if we discover more information on this topic, we'll bring it straight to you.
All right. I believe we are making swift progress on the Xanathar front. As soon as we have something concrete, we will let you know. I would like you to be a part of this endeavor, of this task force.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
All right. Is there anything else you wish to tell me?
This is, it seems a trivial matter to bother you with, Blackstaff, but since you're here, in our dealings with Argentarine, wherein we captured that rather strange dwarven fellow associated with the Xanathars the other day, one of them was themselves a spellcaster, and I took from them the spell book, and I bring out the Gentrim spell, the Gentrim Wizard spell book. It is it's encoded beyond the ways in which I understand wizards to standardly shorthand their magical notes and so forth. I will not disguise my intentions here, Blackstaff. I am simply seeking additional power in my own name, and I was wondering if you could suggest someone here in the tower or elsewhere that I might speak to in discovering the nature of these spells, for I would very much like to make a copy of them and put them in my own spellbook. I have a limited repertoire at the moment, and any arcane knowledge I can gain is of great value to me.
Interesting. Show me, please.
Yeah, just straight up. I hand it across.
Okay.
Enjoy.
This is mine now.
What's spellbook?
Yeah, just goes back in the drawer where the pearls came from. And she's like, sorry, was there anything else? Like,
Yeah.
Yes, turns back and like, yep.
oh, she's the black stuff. I'm sure she's got every fucking spell under the sun. Like, you know.
Yeah, most likely. I don't have Code of Cold.
Interesting. This is unconventional. These arcane runes, they are mixed and changed in a manner. There seems to be a key to this. But a key that I do not possess. With more time, I could most certainly crack it, but unfortunately, I run out of it these days. Do you have any way of collecting the key? There seems to be attempts to hiding the spells within this book.
The wizard herself is dead, and there was nothing I could find in her premises that resembled any such a thing.
Well, going to the source will be impossible then. Well, you have mentioned his name. I cannot speak of any member of the tower who have specialty in this, other than brute forcing it by arcane means. But Devil Starsong, for example, he has a bit of a reputation for this kind of thing. He is a surprisingly sly one, and will have a lot of knowledge of this particular matter of coding.
Well, thank you for the information, Blackstaff. We might not be in his best books at the moment, but given the opportunity, I will put the question to him. He,
It
But
is.
it would surprise me if he does not have a favor to ask of us in the not too distant future, so perhaps I will ask for his aid in this matter as part of our agreement.
If this mage that you took it of was not part of the Zentarim as we know it, he will probably not know the code, but he should be able to crack it. Yes. However, I would not want to be in his favor.
Thank you, Blackstaff. That is certainly a useful lead on the subject.
Alright.
Well, yeah. Thanks again for the poll. I look forward to finding out what it does.
I'll explain to you on the way out, Max. Don't worry.
Great.
Does it require attunement, by the way, Jacko? I assume it does. It sounds like the kind of thing.
Is there a
that
handout for it?
That's not how you spell it.
Nobody can spell path.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But I can, you can just look it up.
Can we do the Google pull up? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure I've looked at it.
It is cursed.
Hey,
But she does
Yeah,
say
it
before
does.
you
It says
turn up,
requires
she does
attunement by
say,
spellcaster.
yeah, okay. Yeah.
let me tell you, Max, that I am glad how you've progressed in such short notice. I remember your hesitance at first, but you have shown true commitment.
Yeah, recently I've kind of had to, jump all in because, if not, I'm gonna get swept away anyway. Might as well be facing the right direction,
That is a good attitude to have. Perhaps buy a boat.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Well, hopefully next time I see you, I'll be in possession of one. I can, stand up, bow my head.
Okay.
Do the fourth grade salute.
A very,
Hail,
very
fourth grade.
salute. Oh no, don't do that.
Hey, on Twitch.
No, that was the Hail Hydra salute. I was fine. I was.
Okay, it
I
was.
didn't
I
whip
just
that.
saw the reaction. I just saw the reaction. I didn't see it myself, so I got a little scared.
It's getting a little bit too close.
God no.
I think Hail Hydra suit might be modern.
Yeah, I've got my like YouTube channel like on my CV and stuff as I'm looking for jobs, like as part of
Really?
yeah, I do like LinkedIn stuff. So
Oh yeah, you actually do WoW shit. That.
I need nothing to
If you're playing
too
gaming
racy
countries,
on my
you know.
on this channel right now. Not that I expect prospective employers to be watching episode like whatever fucking this is. Of,
like your employers show them in Twitch chat on one day,
episode
like,
25 of
got
like
put into
yeah.
stream.
Dude,
Hour 2 of.
I'm just saying, like
episode 25.
concurrent viewers went up to 2 about
Man,
22
like,
minutes ago. So
Are you of a watcher, head of a gaming company who needs
hey, person at DeepMind
Don't
who
call me
I sent off my application to a couple of
If
days
you're
ago.
in that
Oh, thank God, Podrick. Because if that was like some
Podrick.
like hiring manager at DeepMind or something, I sent off an application to them like yesterday. I'm like, that'd be scary as tits right now.
Oh, man. Okay.
I'll even give you a like,
We
Chris.
get
there
out,
you go.
Jack. We get out, Jack.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
do
when
we?
you explain to me what the code is, I'm like, dude, that's
Yeah.
fucking sweet, man.
Yeah, it's I mean, it sits neatly within the realm of power we're able to conjure at present. You can't restore spell slots of the fourth order or higher, but since I am unable to achieve those spells yet,
Man, you talk like such a fucking nerd. What the fourth order?
I am
mean,
a
dude?
fucking nerd.
What the fourth order mean, dude?
I have a researcher background.
What
I am
the
a
fuck is
fucking
fourth
nerd.
order?
Surely your spells as a bard are classified within orders,
What
no?
do you mean? You just fucking play some music and shit happens.
Fair enough. I just
You
kind
play
of
better music, better shit happens.
Mm.
And it
Makes
takes more
sense.
energy, sure, I guess. I never really quantified it and like how many times I could
Well,
do it.
Well,
But I bet I could quantify
sorcerers,
it, like,
warlocks, and bards might not, but we wizards are, and possibly clerics too, but we wizards are strict on the definers of such things.
What
Spells
do you mean?
have...
So you can only cast certain spells of a certain order?
I've never found it within myself
Who-
to produce
who
a
decides
magical
what
effect of
spells
the
in
fourth
what
order.
order?
Yeah, someone who studies it more closely than I do, I suppose.
Well, you guys don't make up your own spells? That's what you did that shit as well, right? I should.
I suppose if you've made up a spell, then you can either teach it to someone else and see if they can reproduce it, or is simply considered the highest order that you can produce.
That sounds cool as fuck.
It's a lot of effort when you're also training in swordsmanship. I prefer to find spells that have already been established.
Copy other people's work. I get you.
Exactly, which is why I want to get into this spellbook so badly.
Yeah.
And you had to report Davil to the fucking fuzz, you snitch.
Dude, I mean,
That's
I
gonna
didn't
bite
really
me in the
feel
ass.
that confident about the guy being.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I didn't either. Jess and Mordai, they're a lot shadier than we are.
Yeah, and I'm like not that clean,
You
so
know,
you know what I mean?
bad.
Said some shit. Alright. You want to do something else, right? But like,
I wanted to visit a temple.
you do that. I mean, I'll just do something else. I'll go chill some shit.
Fair enough.
You don't know
We
anything
go
else
and,
to do, right?
organize the grand opening.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I could do. Like, what do you mean? Or what do you want me to do?
Well, okay, I feel like what we need to do is establish a day, discover ways in which we can publicize that that's happening. Perhaps Mert would be a reasonable person to speak to on that score. Make sure that we have ample provisions to feed everyone that might turn up on that day. Just generally make sure things are in order. I don't know who exactly we need to hire. I assume you want to provide the music yourself.
Yeah, sure.
Barmaids, perhaps. Security. I'm not an expert in running a bar.
Right?
Maybe
Yeah.
get a lock for the front door.
Shut up, passerby.
Hey, wait a second, you want a job?
I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a license required to run a tavern in the city. I don't know these things.
We already have that.
We have that?
That's all
Yeah.
right.
Oh, fantastic. Well, then,
Alright, what day is it today? Maybe the days are flowing together like jam. Of course.
falling together like jam. What?
I'm a
Beautiful.
poet, man. I'm a poet. What can I say?
Jam has a tendency of flowing
What day
together,
is
is
it? What day
right.
is it?
I don't know. What day is it, Jacko?
I mean, it's Elysius the 11th.
What's that?
Nice. At least it's the 11th, I say.
Yeah, but like Tuesday or like
I'm pretty sure those days don't exist in this world. I'm sure there's like fucking weird
they
days.
don't. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
No way.
There's not
Let's
weeks,
say-
it's just months.
Can we use the date? Can we use the Danish
no,
days
there's
for days?
also-
So I can
Favorite
learn
days of
days,
the
I'm
week.
pretty
They're gonna
sure.
try
This
to learn
is a
the Danish
10-day
days a
week.
Can we use
Excuse me. There's a 10-day week.
those? Oh no. Yeah, can we use the Danish days so I can learn?
Wait,
the
they don't even
Danish
call it a
I'm
week.
learning?
They call
Sure,
it
I think it comes
10-day.
up infrequently enough that we can use the Danish days.
Nah, it says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Lorday, Sunday. So which
That's
one?
like-
That's
it's
literally the Swedish ones with an
No,
accent.
You
Like,
steal our words, okay?
Monday,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Wednesday,
Thursday, Friday,
Måndag,
Lorday,
tisdag, torsdag.
Stop doing a stupid
Lord.
accent, Podtrack.
Oh, actually,
Lördag,
okay.
söndag.
I'm just interestingly, just as an aside, while we're talking about this, I looked up like this, and apparently the people have struggled to find official names for the days in Faerun, which seems ridiculous to me. So
Yeah,
they
right?
refer to a week as a 10-day, but they're like this DM's like, yeah, I made up my names for the days of the week.
Yeah. It says it was, when I go 10, it says it was a favorite unit at time, but maybe it got changed at some point, right?
All I'm saying is, okay, 10 days, and then we just say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 8-day, 9-day, 10-day. Easy.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Let's say right now it is a Thursday.
Nice. We're barely halfway through.
Alright, dude, okay, oh, wait a second. So what's a weekend? What's a working week in this world?
Fuck knows.
But like, we gotta know when we're hosting the fucking...
I work my ass off every day.
Everyone
I
has
gotta-
a 3-weekend holiday.
Oh, so 7-day work, 3-day a weekend? Okay. That's
8,
not a lot,
9
really.
day, 10 day.
So 8 night, 10 day, and 10 day.
The 3 made-up days. So a week is like normal. You
Okay,
work
so
the
next
whole week and then
Monday.
you have 3
Let's
fake
open
days.
on next Monday. People can come after work.
No, not a... Nah, dude, you want it to be the start of a weekend, right?
You want to open on 8 day?
No, on Sunday
away.
night. Sunday night, man. The final day of the work week. Everyone's, had a long week of work.
Okay,
They
no,
come
that makes sense to me.
And wait, today's
Thursday,
so
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You got to be ready to
3
open
days.
in 3 days.
Easy, man, easy. We'll probably be dead by 3 days. Who cares?
You keep saying that. It doesn't end up happening, but I admire your pessimism.
I said that earlier this morning.
All right, well, go and track down whatever we're going to need to be ready by Sunday. I'm going to go find out why this thing won't stop fucking ticking. It's freaking me out, man.
God, did you have any gold on you? I don't know how much gold. I got paid.
Yeah,
for
I
that.
got some gold. How much do you need? Like 20, 30?
I don't, dude. I don't know. I got like paid for advertisement. It might be a lot. How much you got?
I got 113 on me.
Give me 100. I'll give you a change.
All right, I give him 100 gold.
Okay.
I'm like, but seriously, I'm gonna need some of that change because I actually have to buy materials to copy spells across at some point.
Sure, man. I mean, let's think about how much money we're gonna make at the grand opening. You know what
I just give him the 100 gold and just fuck it. Like, just leave. Like, I don't expect to see any of that money ever again.
I mean? Maybe you should be buying like a
You're rich.
in the corner shop. Like, oh.
Buy a souvenir for 100 gold.
Get yourself something nice. Right? Okay.
Says to the noble young son.
Where are the temples in this fucking city,
The
Jacko?
only son, even.
Okay. Well, first let's swap over to someone else.
Yeah, I'm gonna go cook a steak real quick. If you hope to try and take like some time.
You do that.
Pancakes and steak.
Yeah, Jets. Let's do you first. You're heading towards the Immoral Pagoda. You're
Yes.
gathering the elders.
Elders that are currently there.
So that would definitely be Baiwen and Finggen or Shefu and Mooning.
Let's see. Yeah, definitely winning. Definitely winning. Let's see here. I don't know if Grandeur or aka Shufen would even be there. or would he be in the Emerald Enclave?
Out of interest, Derek has returned.
There, nice.
Yeah.
He is also a senior member, so he would be there. Yeah. So everyone in my list that's in the Pagoda, I would call for.
Okay, I'll say even Grander is there. You
Okay.
talked him into like heading visiting the pagoda, and he has returned. Yeah, so you call a meeting of the senior members of the pagoda in the I'll say in the office of Muning. Everyone circles around. And Grander says, "All right then, spit it out, will you?"
It would appear that a lot of things are happening within the city. A lot of players are starting to show their hands. As you already know, the Sanafars are infiltrating different organizations with what are they? Mind stealers, intelligence stealers,
Mind flayers.
No, they're not mind flayer controlling them, but it's like intellective hours. There we go.
Intellective hours, yeah.
Intellective hours, and I have previously discovered something about the carnival, as I'm sure that many of you are aware. Derek, you should have seen the ships on your way in, yes?
With his arms crossed, he says, "Yes, it was quite busy."
Yes, it would seem that the main players within the captains of those ships and the crew of the flagship are all drow. They come from Luskan, seemingly wanting to spread their influence within the city.
Byron speaks up and says, "They hide their faces? That's ironic."
Yes, they
Any
also
idea about their goals?
Their main goal seems to be growing their influence, getting a foothold within for both the Open Lord and the what are they called? Hidden Lords?
Masked Lords.
And the Masked Lords. Their goal seems to be to get Luskan within the other kingdoms, to have them be treated as the others. Yeah. However, they have gotten themselves entwined within the vault as well. And well, it seems that at least as the group I'm currently traveling with has also gotten involved in that mess. We are also on the shopping block for that. Though the Dark Elves, I do not believe are a direct enemy of the Pagoda itself, they might target us regardless.
Well, on the surface, it seems like these are political trifles that we shouldn't mess with. And Byron looks at Mooning, and Mooning nods.
Indeed.
Grander speaks up. Well, these Dark Elves, I've heard a lot about them. The Emerald Enclave sure doesn't like him. Can tell you that much.
Yeah, the leader did mess with the Emerald Enclave during the party last time. Yes, he didn't fare as well as he thought he would, though.
I mean, the color of their skin doesn't change. That those long-haired bastards, arrogant to a fault.
Regardless of such things, I simply say this to warn so that you are aware of what's happening. If they cross the line and make a point to attack the Pagoda disciples, I will not ask you to You do not need to restrain yourselves, is what I would say.
Derek,
Yeah.
still with his arms crossed, says, awareness is vital. Yes. When I entered the harbor again, I saw the ships, and I saw a large shape underneath them in the waters, circling.
We do know of was it a bronze dragon? Or a copper
Yeah.
dragon? A
Those
bronze
are
dragon.
yeah.
We are aware of a bronze dragon within the harbors. Quite a large one. Would that be the shape you saw or something different?
It was dark. Perhaps.
Worth investigating. Or if they start making any further moves, or at least for my group to do. I again wouldn't, and I believe the Bagura shouldn't involve themselves in this unless it gets involved with the Bagura first. Though, I like look at Baywin is as their main point of influence currently is within the Dockwood. I would ask you to be careful as you tread there. Though I believe you could handle yourself.
You say disobey him?
Yeah. No, not Baywin. I've got that.
Oh,
Derek.
yeah,
Yeah,
Derek,
Derek.
yeah.
Yeah, Derek.
I always keep my eyes open. But thank you.
And for the ones who stay within the temple, I trust the disciples will be well overlooked. We might have a new one in due time. An interesting fella with quite both talent and heart that I've found. We'll see what happens on that though. Regardless, that is all I know for now. I'll be sure. I'm probably will not call all of you next time and mostly talk to Mooning most likely next time. However, Babian, I would like to speak with you as well on a different matter.
Baywin says, of course, and nods. And Grander speaks up and says, well, it's not often we get together like this. I quite like it, to be honest. Should do it more often. Hey, Winning. In the shadows, eternally. So, nods with a slow head.
It used to happen a lot more. It was a lot more common when we were on the roads, after all.
Before you get taken away by Baywin, Shefu, the Loxodon, walks up to you and says, "Here, take this. I still have it left over." And she hands you a casket, like a barrel of some wine.
I imagine one of the not marble, but like the clay things that.
Yeah, like almost like an urn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and looking into it, you see a wine with a slight purplish tinge to it, but yeah, you recognize it as the snake venom wine.
Yep. I'll keep that, and I'll walk out with Baven, and I guess we would walk just to my study or something.
Sure.
And I would sit down and say, how I've been thinking a bit about the you and your friends' problem. Or
Our shared problem, or the one that's I am facing alone?
your shared one.
Hmm.
And by the way, what the fuck is this? No, the guy is facing a alone one. Because of shared, that means I meant shared with like him and the others, not shared like me and him.
Yeah, he meant shared between you two.
Oh, okay, no, him facing him alone.
Okay.
Interesting.
Please.
The problem you're facing is the reaction of the city itself. Yes, the open lord and the guards. I would think.
Indeed. That and public perception.
Some of you seem to have found something to lean against. Both. I don't want to say it because Ian and Tom is here. Yeah, but
I can mute if you want. I can like deafen Discord. I don't mind.
Same
yeah,
if that's what you want.
Yeah,
Sure.
you could do that, please. Both.
Alright.
I am.
Goodbye.
Okay, nice. I can actually see that I've muted. Perfect. They can't even cheat. Both Free Strings and Bonnie. However, though, if we had if it was the main branch of the temple, we wouldn't have to worry even if the entire city turned against you. With just the pagoda as it is now, we can't really, other than the small protection we have as an embassy, we can't really protect you if anything goes down.
Indeed, but we do integrate quite well.
Indeed.
I would say so myself.
But the problem in itself is when the integration falls down, yes? When the veil is cut.
Discovery would be problematic at this point.
Indeed. Which is why I would ask you whether or not you would be interested in searching for at least what would temporarily be a bigger shade than simply the temple, and something of more of a similar size to Free Strings' relationship with the Harpers.
I'm not sure I follow. Are you suggesting we try and build a hideout underneath the city? That sounds very criminal.
Not at all.
Or do you wish us to build friends and
build friends on higher places?
Well, that is part of my original goal here. To integrate myself within the high circles.
Do not.
The problem there is that we, a group as though we are certainly very different in both manner and perspective. I fear
I noticed.
The others will not go for that route quite so easily.
I believe you might be able to get some nobles on your good side, even up to the fact that they might even protect you if the veil would be cut.
It's true. Williford speaks quite well of his masters. They seem to pay no mind to it at all.
Yeah. However, I do believe that most nobles will see it as quite a loss of face if they discover that their friend was something else than they believed. Being
It's all about presentation. I believe having a friend such as me, or one of my kin, is interesting in its own right for a noble. However, I do not wish to be a plaything or curiosity in that manner.
please mute Chris like the others have been so kind to do.
A very secret
Okay.
conversation.
Very secret conversation. Okay, never mind. He's
Next
back.
button. Pretty close, pretty close. Oh my god, guys, you ready? I'll leave.
At the same time. Wow, it's only beat you by like a good 30 seconds.
I'm in a Hearthstone game though. I bet Tom isn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Fucking, you still play Hearthstone?
Jacko convinced me. Jacko
plays
convinced me to get back
Hearthstone?
into it. There was a new expansion.
Wow.
I did buy the Tavern Pass.
Jacko, why are you such
You
a
bought the
bad friend?
Tavern Pass, Jacko.
Why
That's
are
a
you
rip
such
off.
a
You can't buy
bad
that.
friend, Jacko? Why are you such a bad
I'm
friend?
playing a lot.
Dude, this deck is so bad. Oh my
First
god.
League of Legends and then Hearthstone. Yeah, terrible. All right, Mordai.
Yeah, and your camera's not showing.
You.
I can't see Jacko. Not Jacko, Podtrack.
Good
Okay,
point.
can you click on him? What does that?
Oh, and I clicked on it multiple times and it worked. Oh,
Hmm.
then we lost again.
Okay, but Mordai, you head towards the Dogward. Or the search for your contact. Can you roll me an investigation check?
Absolutely.
Nope.
Man, poor anyone who was watching on stream who was like enjoying that conversation right up until I got back and had to mute my sound.
What's my investigation? Here's the button.
But now we know that's super shady, but you don't want to say it in front of us. So now I expected
That's
the
meta,
worst.
you know.
Expected the
Ooh,
worst.
very nice. Yeah, you.
See, that's shaded, right?
You're
And even
quite-
with Baywin as well, that's the Grail Hunt.
And to be honest, you're always pretty fucking sketchy. So it's not-
Yeah, fair enough.
the vague matters in which he speaks don't help. Okay. Yeah, Morla, you are very adept at asking questions, knowing where to be and who to talk to. Yeah, you learn from the barracks there without implicating yourself. That
I mean, that would be my first place to go that.
This guy-
yeah. That Olivia is actually in charge at the docks, like the actual harbor. She is part of the units at the carnival.
She's a drow.
She's actually Jalax on disguise the whole time.
Everyone in the city, Jarl Axel.
Yeah, and you, I'm assuming you head over there? Okay, yeah, you travel west towards the waters, and yeah, the carnival, you were there, you met Turtles as well. Yeah, you recognize the carnival, like some of the tents have shifted slightly. You see there is now some sort of like one-on-one fighting pit that seems to have been constructed, like barehanded.
You've had the practice,
fighting.
man. You've had the practice.
No weapons or armor seem to be allowed. They're like
Boring.
two like men like going at each
Hey,
other.
why both men, huh? You fucking sexist.
There's a women's tourney, you know.
Well, why is he not watching that, if you know what I mean?
Next to it, there's a mud.
It ain't like a mud pit, Jacko.
competition.
It ain't like a mud pit.
They're all in
No,
like
but
kind of
like-
wet t-shirts for some
I
reason.
stand there
like-
for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking at you're traveling. You're getting an atmosphere. When you see next to the big like stage area that you saw Sergeant Staggett at before, you see like standing next to it, like not on it, like on the race, like next to the race platform, you see Olivia leaning against like a wooden beam, like lazily watching over a couple, like walking down some tents.
I walk up and just, how's it going, Olivia? Being
She,
busy on duty.
She looks up and says, "Oh, hi, Mordai."
Hi, Matt. Sorry.
Oh my god. Fist God.
Sorry, it just came to my head as Jack said, "Hi, Mortar."
Oh, hi, bro. It's been a while. She kind of looks around. So, wait, I'm duty. Come. And she walks quickly like around the stage towards like the back of the stage, where there's like a wooden, thin wooden wall. And says, "Probably shouldn't be seen talking to you too long, but hey, what's up?"
I mean, nothing much. Just not much to do. Figured come see what's up. Any new interesting happening?
I mean, I'm glad you're okay. I mean, I thought about warning you, when the whole yawning portal investigation happens, but
That's good.
couldn't find you.
No, I was nowhere near the place.
Oh, I'm glad
All the
you're
time.
okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Anything interesting? I mean, this has been the most fun part of the job for a while. Now I get to walk around the carnival on my breaks. It's a good time.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Stack is really
Not
pissed
nothing
off
too
now.
much shady happening.
Huh. Like what do you mean?
I
Like
don't know. I'm just wondering.
criminals?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm here.
Hmm.
Or is
Okay.
the or is the most interesting thing that's happening that someone's cheating in some way? It's some game or some sort.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check. Because it sounds like you're trying to get information.
He never tries to get information.
You know what, Tom? I'm so nice. Olivia
Sorry.
is no. I'm gonna give you advantage on this roll.
Oh.
Bro, you're so nice. That's on the wrong button. This is the right button. Oh.
I'm so nice. DC has been lowered to 8 for you.
God damn.
Let's see what I can give you with an 8. Let's see if I can
Nothing.
give you anything with an 8. Well, not really. It seems like all of the members of the crew that work, don't work the carnival, but that are on the ships, they all seem to be male. It's kind of strange.
I thought most sailors would be male.
Well,
Thank you.
I guess so, but all of them? That seems. I mean, I'm no sailor, but that does seem like a very enjoyable voyage.
I mean,
They find ways. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, usually on a voyage, I mean, I'm no naval expert, but I would assume people, if a captain is choosing his crew, he would prefer that they're working and not,
What about the
looking
captain,
or other stuff. But what do I know?
Yes. Yeah,
So what
maybe
you're
you're
saying
right.
is, what you're saying is you want to be a sailor. That's what I'm getting from this.
Well, I mean, there's a certain sense of adventure, and would get me away from my parents. But yeah, no. Other than that, no problems. All the folk seem to be extremely nice, actually. Stagger is having some trouble actually recruiting anyone. But
What do you mean?
yeah.
Not enough watch people?
Well, yeah, he's trying to increase our number, but most of the folk are more interested in ale and food than a job.
Wait, he's trying to recruit at a carnival.
Well, I mean,
It's not gonna work. Come on.
I don't know. There's a lot of
Who goes to the
experiences
carnival?
from people, I guess.
Who goes to the carnival to find a job in the watch?
Cool guy.
I don't know.
Man.
Probably explains why we haven't found anyone.
Yeah, I'll say so. Yeah, it's the staggered guy. What a fool.
Yeah.
Well,
Speaking is not his greatest forte. Well, I mean, I'm done with my shift in a few hours. So you wanna go grab a drink?
yeah, sure.
Cool.
Nothing,
Yeah,
nothing much better than do.
A particular bar you would like, or
Well, place I'm gonna hang out is way on the other side of the city. Let's find something cool here.
sure. Just come pick me up when I'm done here.
Will do.
What a player.
Cool. Yeah, you leave, or do you do anything else while you're around?
Well, I'm at a carnival. I'm just gonna try to enjoy myself a little bit. In the
Oh,
carnival.
day at the carnival, baby.
there's various games you can enjoy. There's obviously the classics like throwing cans and
I love that one.
archery.
Whack-a-mole, but just a guy with like levers and
Obviously, there's the mud pits. There's a large there's a large tent that a lot of people seem to be gathering at that you've seen before, which is called the
XXX.
Victory Pits, I think.
Oh yeah, Victory Pit. Remember that?
Yeah, that's
Forgot about it.
like it's it's like off to the side. There's like this extremely large tent, circular tent, with like high wooden beams keeping it all up, and on top of it is like a sign, like a large sign that says "Victory Pit," and a lot of people seem to be streaming towards it right now.
Ask someone that's streaming towards it what it's about.
Okay, let me. Okay, yeah, you stop an old lady, and she says,
Oh, Sonny.
"Oh, Sonny."
No, she's very interested.
Oh, Sonny, you're so handsome. No. She says, haven't you heard they're releasing exotic animals and they're making, or not making, but people are enlisting to fight and win a grand prize.
What's the prize?
Oh, I think other than glory, there's a large sum of gold.
Some of gold, you say?
Yeah.
Glory, you say?
How large is this sum of gold?
I mean, it depends. They take people's bets, so it could go into the thousands of gold.
That's very interesting.
Perhaps.
I stream towards it as well, Jackal.
Okay, you follow the stream. Yeah, the entrance fee is only 5 silver.
That's how they get you.
But yeah, so you see immediately as you enter the tent, on either side there are like working like crew members, and you see the behind, like the backside of like large wooden like seats, like almost like stairs, you know, that are like built like scaffolding. And yeah, you walk into it and you almost like have to follow the stream of people as they take a seat. And yeah, you after a few minutes of sitting there, the lights dim, and you are like treated to a show that would be akin to like a Roman gladiator performance. Like on one side, there's like a cage with 3 tigers that is pulled in, and on the other side there are 3 3 individuals like with like full plate helmets and armor, and a single spear, and they face off against the tigers, but are all slain, unfortunately. And you hear like the crowd at the start is like fully excited, like going crazy, and as they one by one fall, you hear the moods dimmer a bit. But yeah, there's a few rounds of this spectacle. You also, like after showing off like a rhino, it seems to turn into like more of a how do you say, like a combatant against combatant type of deal, like a tournament.
PvP.
Yeah, the ones that the PvP. Yeah, the ones that have conquered their animal are now facing each other for like the grand prize. And yeah, you see like a group of 4 dwarves, like in similar armor, stout with heavy shields and then armor. They form like a shield wall, like they face 3 groups separately, and none of them seem to like be able to break the dwarven defense, and eventually they're victorious. Yeah, and you spent your evening or like a few hours in there before you.
That's not evening yet, right?
It's
morning.
It's still pretty early. Yeah, you're right. No,
Yeah,
I head all the way
it's
down
like-
from there,
yeah.
from Troll School.
God, all these separate.
It's a long walk, Tom, down there, you know?
Separate fucking things. Yeah, so it's at this point as you exit the tents, there's a lot of hubbub about the spectacle in there, and yeah, it's about 12 at this point, and you spend the remaining hours going around. All right, but let's go back to Raven and Max. You guys split off as well. Raven, you went
Oh, yeah,
you wanted to
maximal
go to
split.
the temple,
Yeah.
and Max, you were chilling.
I'm doing grand opening stuff. I'm gonna go to
Grand
the
opening
advertising company. Gonna get food. Gonna get it.
Okay, you roll me an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yeah, to see. And Raven, what kind of temple are you looking for here?
Well, yeah. So I guess there's kind of multiple ways in which I approach this. So firstly, like, what district of the city do I most associate with like being able to find temples in?
Every ward has various temples.
So there's no like specific ward where there's like, this is where the sort of the hub of the gods is.
No,
In which case, yeah, I'll just say I'm not like Raven has never been particularly like interested in or close to any sort of religious practice. So whatever I comes to mind when I sort of think of like the if there's like a god of knowledge or whatever I'm aware of, but like whatever just comes to Raven's mind when he thinks of like a god. Yeah, I'll throw out there a religion, see what I can do for you. I got a 7, so probably just like like an elven god or just like whatever like I knew of as a god growing up.
Yeah, I mean the first thing that comes to mind is Miliki, who is the forest queen, like a neutral good goddess. This comes to mind because that's like the god that all
Sure.
elves and
I assume I'd actually know where her temple was compared to the others, but I'm like no idea.
Yeah, she is worshipped, or they are worshipped. No, so she is worshipped in the shrines of nature in the sea world.
Okay. So yeah, I'll get an Uber all the way down there. I'll take the money off.
Okay.
How much is it for an Uber, by the way, guys? So you remember? 5
Free.
copper, cool.
Free. We had the yearly pass. Remember?
I take that off then.
It's a small amount of difference. I don't care. Okay. Yeah.
That's okay.
You are led to the shrines of nature. Let me quickly give you a description. Yeah, so it is on the western side of the seaward, like close to the cliff and sea. It is like a beautiful like grove, like almost like the City of the Dead, but smaller in size. That is tended to by various members of the shrine. At the end of at either end of the like this garden is like a building, like a temple. One of them is to Miliki and on the north end, and the other one is to Sylvanus in the south.
Can't go there, evil Sylvanus. Okay, if it's in the seaward, I've changed my mind. I'll just walk because that's not that far from Blackstaff Tower. Like it's not like on the other end of the city, so
Mhm.
I'll just make my way over.
Gotta use up the
on
day
foot.
somehow.
Yeah, I'm not like in a desperate hurry.
Sure.
And first, I'll go to the temple of Miliki, not knowing all that much about Sylvanus. Is there like any sort of temple personnel, like clerics or helpers, like outside the front or in the general vicinity of the door?
Yeah, you see various like clothed members of who seem to be a part of the temple, like working the garden and the grounds.
Okay. I'll go to someone who doesn't look like terribly in the middle of something.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you see
go on.
like a very like a golden skinned high elf, but it's contrasted by the fact that they're holding a rake and are like lazily or like softly like raking some leaves, being very casual about the whole endeavor, and they're like they have a serene look on their face and they're like looking over out on the sea.
Okay, cool. So I'll move. If they're looking out towards the sea as they're sort of raking the sand or whatever, so very zen. I'll I want to try and get their attention and call to them from a position where I'm not myself on like the grounds of the temple, if possible. Like isn't stand like
sure.
just outside and sort of call to them over the other people if I have to. And I'll call in Elven and I'll say, So, greetings, brethren. Might I have a moment of your time?
Okay, yeah, it's impossible to not like be within the grounds, but you remain on like the main pathway of dirt and keep your feet off like the green orchards.
Is there any way, like, it's not so much I'm adverse to it, I'm more just like, I don't want to cause offense by bringing, like, a demonic artifact onto the grounds of the temple, if I can at all, if there's any way I can, like, get someone's attention without, I just don't want to necessarily cause offense by bringing, like, an artifact of, Asmodeus or whatever into the temple, if that's, like, a bad thing to do.
It's possible you could either wait at the like entrance and wait for like someone to walk by that you think is a member, or you can yell loudly.
Yeah, I'll yell loudly.
Hey, okay.
I'll go with the...
yeah, okay, so...
It's probably
your
a
voice
bit taboo as well,
bit,
but, like,
causing a bit of a disturbance as various people, like, bend their necks towards you. But, yeah, the elf that's you're yelling at from a distance turns around, gives you a look, and then I'm assuming you...
I call an elf in and I say, just a moment of your time, if you would. As I wait for a moment.
Yeah, she lays down the rake, and
it's
almost
sistren, I meant, not brethren.
It's from far away, and they all have long hair. It's hard to see. And you do see like she has bare arms, and she's pretty muscular for a woman.
Reasonable.
Yeah, and she strides over with a slow tempo, but reaches you with the same like serene look to her face. And says, hey, how may I help you?
My name is Willem. I was born of Neverwinter, and I am a member of Force Grey here within Waterdeep. I was wondering if you might direct me, or perhaps fetch for me, an authority on religious matters, particularly those relating to the sacrilegious. I have in my possession, that I did not wish to bring onto the grounds of the temple, an artifact that I believe to be infernal in origin, and I seek advice as to exactly what it is and how best it might be treated.
Okay, she regards it for a moment and says, so you have the object with you?
I do. It's in my bag.
Could you perhaps show it to me?
I mean, yeah, like there's like a slightest hesitation, but I mean, this is what I came here for. So I was going to show it to someone. So yeah, I reach into my bag and produce this steadily ticking pyramid that I've been informed or reliably is infernal of origin, not demonic.
Okay. Yeah, give me just one moment.
Of course. So as I bring it out, I'll sort of add, I found it in the possession of some nefarious beings of ill intent, and seek to find out exactly what it was they intended with it, and as I said, what best should be done with such an evil artifact.
Wow, it's a curious thing indeed. I'm afraid our temple isn't quite specialized in these matters. May I recommend to you... Well, if it's pure knowledge you seek, I would say that you should visit the temple that worships Ogma, the Lord of Knowledge. If it is...
Does that ring a bell now it's been said to me?
You can roll me another history check.
History or religion?
Sorry, yeah, religion, you're right.
Oh god, yes! Ogma, and where might his... Sorry, forgive me, I am an arcane spellcaster myself. The knowledge of the divine has always eluded me somewhat.
No offense taken. They are
So you look offended.
worshipped at the font of knowledge. No, she seems to be like the same.
Okay, good.
At the font of knowledge in the castle ward over yonder. And she kind of looks over, like from this point.
Tell me it's not like opposite Blackstaff Tower. Like
the ward is raised, and you can see like most of the city from this view. Opposite Blackstaff Tower. Let's see if it is.
That would be pretty funny.
it's like I walk past it like on the way here, like 2 steps outside Blackstaff Tower. The Raven just doesn't know anything about the
Um,
gods.
It's pretty close.
Of course.
See, it's on the Sword Sea Street. And
Oh, so it's on the street that the tower's on. Okay.
What street? Oh god.
It's literally this, yeah.
It's like
Is that...
Yeah. It is literally the street. That's
Okay.
It's like actually the library is also the temple. You didn't never realize it.
But she also adds that, but if it's more protection against evil that you seek, which might be useful, you could also visit the temple known as Helm's Hall in the southern world. Helm, and she immediately begins explaining, Helm is one of protecting against such evils and the crusades against devilry.
that one is somehow on my map. Well, it's mostly knowledge I seek, and it's on the way. So perhaps I will stop at the Temple of Ogden. Was it?
Where is the temple of Ogden on the map? Out of
Just
interest?
Ogma.
Ogma, yes. I don't know where the Temple of Ogma is, but the Temple of Helm's Hall is visible.
Yeah.
Wait, I can give you the font of knowledge. Just,
Great.
wait, why can I say? Oh, because I'm on the wrong thing. Okay. Map layer. Bam.
Oh god!
Actually, walk past.
Man, that's
It's fucking mad.
Uh,
Okay, I walk back the way I went. I thank her for her time and her advice, Jacko, and yeah, without stepping onto their sacred ground, I walk back the way I went, slightly sheepishly.
Look, in hindsight, I should have given you advantage, but
You've been walking past that temple.
Yeah, I always wonder what that building was, like as I headed to Blackstar Tower from the, that weird L-shaped thing.
and I'll give you the Halls of Justice are pretty close to it as well.
I think we know where the Halls of... Was it with the Halls of Justice where we met, we got handed over the deed to, Trollskull Manor?
No, the Halls of Justice are, is another temple.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
dedicated to Tyr, but yeah, you would...
Oh, Tyr, I'm a fan of Tyr. Personally, not my character.
Here.
I had a character who was a kick-ass monk of Tyr once.
Did he shout and kick someone?
It was really
Monk
edgy. He had like an
actually
Assassin's Creed blade, sort of like no, not like a zealot blade, like a sort of forearm, blade thing on top that you punch people with. It's pretty badass.
Okay, nice. Okay, so you had there. In the meantime, Max,
Yeah.
You
I rolled
are-
investigation. I rolled pretty
you
good.
rolled investigation. You rolled pretty good.
You told me.
Yeah,
to.
20. Okay, cool.
It's pretty.
It's better than my religion,
That's actually
Yeah,
good.
if it's advertising you seek, you ask around a little bit to see what people, get their information from the most. You realize the most popular paper is Waterdeep Wazoo,
Oh baby, right up
But,
the wazoo.
which you could put an advertisement in, and most of the city would read it.
Do I know where the office is for that building is? Or the editor?
Yeah, there's
And by the way, we did buy the thing with the innkeeper's thing, Bob.
Yeah, we have a license and everything.
Yeah.
yeah, you did, yeah.
I think they also were going to provide us with provisions, or no? No?
They were gonna give us tell us where we could get provisions. I'm pretty
Did they tell us that?
sure. Yeah.
No. Not yet.
They didn't.
Bastards.
I mean, they might have given you a list of people to talk to. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah.
No.
Who's on that list?
I can recall this for you. But
Because
the
I'm
Waterdeep
pretty sure they are the
What
ones
did he
who.
What did he pursue?
They are the
and-
ones who gave. Oh yeah, just do that first.
What did he was?
They're in the northward, on completely the eastern side of it, in Stallion Streets, which is relatively close to Gralhan Villa. It is. Can I see it on this map?
Oh, it's very
That's,
close. Yeah, it's right above. Wait, no, that's not. It just looks similar. Stallion.
Can I? Oh, I'm on the. It's right here.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. Yep, head that in.
Okay. Yeah, you
I'll get a cab. I got all this money, you know.
Cool. You drive over there.
I fucking hate you. Ian.
You have so much.
Like 2
A whole,
right? Whatever.
a whole 3 copper.
3 copper. Oh shit! Alright.
Fuck.
And then I get to the
It was 5 copper a second ago.
Hey, well, you know, you gotta be charismatic, you know, man.
To be fair, you're the one who said 5 copper, Chris.
I guessed 4 copper. Jacko said 5 copper.
It's a C word. Cabs, you know.
I'm putting 2 copper back. I'm poor now.
Right,
I mean, obviously I walked just now, but I did take.
Stride on into
Oh,
the
yeah.
office, you know. I got my reporter's hat on, which
Okay.
I call my normal hat.
Oh, no memento, please.
No,
Yeah, you see this building. It's relatively not small, but it's very cramped. You see like people like rushing, like almost running across the various corners of the room. There's every few feet there's a desk placed. You don't see any like printers or anything, but you see a lot of people holding what appears to be like printed texts. Yeah, and do you like immediately talk to someone? Or
Yeah, is there like a desk with like a reception kind of the area, or no? Not
It
even.
doesn't seem to be like a.
Alright, I go up to the person who looks the least busy.
Okay, roll a perception check. Wait, I see. Where is this?
They stealthing, they're hiding,
So
they don't want to be seen
here-
by the boss, so they're not working, huh?
So
I know.
here
I get it,
and
I get it.
here. Let's see. There we go, and then here. No. Here? Okay, yeah. Da, 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 da. Okay, yeah. You see like a larger human in his 50s. He has his feet on his desk, so he doesn't seem to be very busy. He's got a cap that is almost slid over his eyes, but you can see that they're like closed, and then after a few seconds they open, like lazily look around, and then they close again.
Okay. I kind of go walk up to him while I close and wait for him to open his eyes.
Okay.
I'm like, excuse me, my good man. If you can help me, I'm interested in a spot of business with your organization. I kind of gesture, to the building.
Oh, fine. He
Great.
removes the feet from his desk and takes out a pen. Says, "What will it be today?" What's the
Looking to have an advertisement run, actually.
Get one of the interns to do it, and
Okay. Which one?
he
I
he
got some
points-
good stories, though.
Or on persuasion check. Okay.
But like, how does the story stuff work? I tell you a hot story, I get some money for it, obviously.
Well, I mean, I'm not really supposed to pay people that tell us stories,
Oh,
but if it's worth my while, I'll do a few coins.
Have you heard that there's a dragon in the water around the harbor?
Yes.
Okay. More new. Have you heard that? Kind of think for a second. Nah, it doesn't matter. I'll get one of the interns.
Buddy, you're clearly reaching here.
No, I
You
got
don't
some.
look like you've spent a day out of
You're
your
right.
daddy's
You're
house.
right. Enough. I got nothing good. You're right. I was too impressed by you. I've never met a real reporter before. I just wanted to make a good impression. I'm sorry, man. I won't do it again.
Beat it, but the real story is coming through that door in mere moments.
Oh, I look at the door as I go to one of the interns. I'm like, hey, kid. I said to one of the interns, you're probably like my age or older.
Okay, yeah. You see, like a lanky guy with like a pencil behind his ear,
Oh,
and he turns. Says, "Oh, hello."
I got a job for you. Your boss man there said it. I need an advertisement ran in the paper. You able to handle that? You reckon?
Okay, yeah. I'll just note down what you want, and I'll take it up to the boss, and he'll
Nice.
approve it. Do you know about our advertising costs?
Nope.
Me neither. I'll have to look up a list.
Oh, you know, I'll help you find it.
Right. I think the desk over there should have one.
Oh, I'll have a look.
Follow me.
Yeah, right.
He excitedly walks over to the desk. Yeah, and basically, you can have the choice between a small, medium, or large advertisement. The small one per day is 5 gold pieces. Medium is 15, and large is 30. Large means like a quarter of a page.
Yes. So I think
Small
we're
is
interested
obviously, like,
for the medium
Like
over.
one paragraph with
yeah.
like maybe a small picture. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're interested in the medium, maybe over the Friday, Saturday, Sunday issue. Does that sound like something we could do?
Ooh, it's a bit packed, but
I reckon you can squeeze it in. You look like you know what you're doing.
do I?
Yeah, you got the pencil over your ear and everything. That's what all the cool kids have.
You're right.
Yeah, you
have
could
a
be more
pencil over
confident, man. I slap him on the back. All right, so we're gonna go with this. All right, I'm sure you can make it sound really good. Right, I'll just tell you the gist of what I want to say, and you would like
Yes.
make it sound like beautiful poetry.
Hit
I
me.
know you can do it. All right, so it's the grand opening of a new inn, the Troll School Manor, fabled over history. The Inn of the Ages, staffed now by a ghost bartender. Oh, the stories we can tell you if only you venture a foot through the door of the famous Troll School Manor, they all say.
He's furiously scribbling.
Yeah, okay, make it sound good.
I think we have run this story before. It wasn't an advertisement back then, but like an actual story.
Yeah, but this is it. Like you can write like you may have heard of it before, but this time it's open to the public. No longer will you have to read it in the paper. You can experience it yourselves in
It's like a
while
haunted
drinking.
mansion type of deal.
Yeah, but while drinking exquisite ales, beautiful beers, voluptuous. No. There's no woman. Excellent wine, the whole lot, and grand opening Sunday performance by
Performance.
famed artist Max Voltage.
Max Voltage.
Oh, everyone's heard of him. Yeah, don't you worry about it. Underground scene, you know. Also, grand opening. Watch, drink half price. Can write that in.
Clever.
Say you saw it in the paper, and you know, one shot on us. It doesn't say what, it's water, but don't mention that bit.
Wait, sorry, what did you say? One shot on us? But
yeah, but of like, you know, water or something.
oh, okay, very very small print. We are liable in case we do actually
In the small thing, yeah. We don't want to get him through the door, you know.
Water's so good it floats rocks.
Put hair on your
strong water you ever seen.
Put hair on your chest. Yeah. So you know that kind of gist, you know, and just grand opening start. It opens at we'll say 6 p.m.
All right, do you have a drawing of the establishment?
Yeah, I have a handout right here. 1 second. I give him the handout, Jack.
Give me a performance check or like dexterity, a sleight of hand if you want to like redraw it.
I think performance makes more sense.
But use your dexterity modifier.
I think. Okay, so it's 2 less.
2 less, okay.
Maybe.
The most important performance.
Oh, baby, it's
21.
Wow, it is actually like the handout, yeah. Ooh, it's very thrilling.
Oh yeah,
You'll
people will love
nurture
it.
a specific audience, but it'll be.
You didn't draw it with like the windows boarded up though, did you? Because that's,
No.
that's not the case anymore.
No, it was kind of like it was what it looks like now, but with an almost like slightly sort of mysterious edge. You know, like there's a lot of
Yeah,
shadow.
a little bit of
You
mystery.
kept the raven, you know.
Kept the raven on 100%. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, you pay for so a medium
45
advertisement
gold.
for 3 days.
Yeah, so 45.
Yeah, 45 gold in total.
Like there is a raven in the after all.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I'll shake the guy's hand. Pleasure doing business with you. Well, sorry, what's your name, kid?
Let me generate one. 1 second. I am Alex with a X.
Yeah, that's how you spell Alex. Yes. Yeah, of course.
Oh, with an E. Alex with an E.
That's normal, kid. Sure.
Oh, nice.
Alex with an E. How else would you spell Alex?
Like you mean Alex? Like it's E-L.
Yeah, like it's
Alex.
I like this exchange a lot.
Okay. Like Alex with an E.
Alex with an X. Like I love
Wait, it's E-L-E-X. Alex.
ELEKS. You know,
Exactly.
Alex.
Strange hippie parents. Who know?
Alex, whatever, Alex. All right, good stuff. I hope to see you there, man. Tell you what, if you show, first beers on me, invite all your
Why
friends.
It's my first day off after my first week, so
Oh, I knew it was a good day.
I'll be there. Yeah, on the friends part, I can't promise to bring many.
No, that's all right, man. I get it.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do.
Dude, I'm happy to see you. All right, great. Kind of, head out. Give him a little friendly wave.
He excitedly starts
Dude,
walking.
whenever I do release a story about old Drow being on the ship, I'm going to Alex and he's going in for a raise. I'm my buddy.
Gotta climb those ranks. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
baby.
Oh god.
Yeah, I don't know,
Why
like.
does the party has to be so split?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna do like random, like, I'm gonna try to go find prison ship. I don't know if you really want me to go play that. I don't know.
Yeah, you can just like PM me and I'll give you a cost and stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
Because we've already given some locations where you can buy provisions, right? Like we've been given
Another
advertisements.
session about combat. Oh no, on Sunday Chris is gonna do it again. No.
Or he's
Look,
just gonna mute you all, you never know.
It's just spread out or something.
Yeah, I know. We are always very spread out.
Are you having a hard time with this? It's true.
It's a hard campaign, man.
But I don't want to like limit you guys from doing it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I kind of. I don't know about Jacko, but I personally kind of enjoy it. I like the fact that we're, capable of doing.
Yeah. Because we have, as you keep bringing up, we have our own alliances within the city outside of the party.
Like, we can't do stuff together. It doesn't make any sense for us character.
Yeah, I like to go everywhere together. Yeah.
Like, I mean, we did some stuff with it, but we've had a couple of days recently where it just. I mean, there have been plenty of sessions where it just is all four of us, for the whole time.
Yeah. Exceptionally, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Mordai, do you want to do anything specific on your? I mean, on your
No, not really. No.
afternoon /
Like,
evening with Olivia.
it's just chill stuff.
Okay. Yeah, you get the impression that she's having a good time.
Perfect. Amazing.
Nice.
You spent the day, but you don't learn much. She seems to be mostly around. Oh, you know what? I'll give you another persuasion check, considering you're spending a lot of time with her.
Let's see.
If you can-
Let's see. Come on.
If she slips anything else.
Eh.
Just
Okay.
straight up
Gotta
says
persuade.
Jashel's name or whatever his name is.
Dude, Mordai actually
that
fucks. Like,
Relax.
Yeah, he's got a good face, Here we go.
I gotta get me some of that.
Yeah, she spends like a little bit talking more about the carnival and the Sea Maidens Fair, and she gives you she mentions that the sailors communicate mostly using hand signals if they have something to say to each other, which seems strange, and that the watch has heightened their eyes on the ship somewhat, because it seems to be a sign of something nefarious, and also you she says that there's not much travel from the Eye Catcher, which is the main ship that is like a little bit away in the harbor. There's not much travel like in rowboats between that ship and the other two. So it seems a bit strange. It seems a bit isolated.
No.
Okay, and that's what you learn.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like kind of dumb for not asking Moo about this earlier. But before leaving, I would ask him if there's anyone. Would I know anyone in the temple that would know anything about an infernal artifact? Like, with any knowledge about it? I don't think they're not really specialized in that kind of stuff. At least not the contacts. Maybe Moo is, but that's up to you.
No, like the defense against hell and like knowledge about it, like the layers of hell and stuff like that. It's not really what the temple concerns itself with.
Yeah, that
like
probably
other-
need like a certain member that's
extra
actually
planar.
interested in that.
Yeah.
Too.
So there's probably like within the the whole organization.
Yeah,
there is,
definitely.
but like within Waterdeep, not right now at least.
Yeah. Yeah, probably some fucker walking around those those levels.
Maybe peopling that's like in hell. Yeah. But
Then
so
I
you
would
ask around, don't find anything.
yeah, and I would take my leave.
And where do you go?
I don't believe I have anything specific to do. No.
I do want to clear up, by the way. You called Nat a fellow, but she's a girl. I think she were.
When did I call?
When
did I call? When did I call Nat a
I'm
fellow?
not sure if you're. I thought when you.
I know
were...
Nat's a girl. When did I call
Okay.
her a fellow?
When you were like mentioning about maybe a new student in the pagoda. I don't know if you meant her specifically or someone else.
Oh yeah, I might have said fellow then. I don't really use fellow as a specifically a male thing
Okay,
anyway.
yeah.
But
Yeah, maybe. I just wanted to clear it up, just to be sure.
if I use the word fellow, I didn't really mean as male. Anyway,
It's like you
I've
can
been-
use dude for both genders. Yeah.
When my sister was a kid, like very young, like she was as kid sisters do that. She was wearing mostly my old clothes, and she got mistaken. I think we went to a theme park or something in New Zealand, and the guy at the door said, "Oh yeah, and the little fella goes free." And my dad, I think that afternoon, took her out and like bought only like as many pink clothes as you could possibly find to dress her up in. And ever since then, she's hated wearing pink things. Funny how that works.
Nice. I've been like before I tell what I do. The place I know the silver disc was for a specific castle or building, whatever. Where is that?
Yeah, you.
'Cause I know with the party.
You were there when.
Yeah, I had the disc, so yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I was there when we talked about
It is the Kola Towers, all showed on the map. Yeah, he would have told you where it was. There. On the southern wards.
Oh, right next to Helm's Hall. Coincidence? I think not.
Do it again. I can't. I wasn't like taken there or anything. Oh, Helmsall. Okay, there it is. Okay, never mind.
That's some pro.
I would just I'll head back to Trollskull.
Cool.
I'll keep instructing Nat and whatnot.
Sure. Okay, then let's go to. Yeah, Raven, you're still doing stuff.
I find myself at the font of knowledge. Miles
Yeah,
from where I began
yeah.
this search for.
God, font of knowledge. Mhm. Okay, yeah, you head into the font of knowledge. The doors are obviously open to the public, and yeah, as soon as you enter, you realize it is almost more of a
Well, I
library.
mean,
than
first I do the same as I did last time. I want to try and avoid
okay.
bringing this onto temple
Sure.
grounds if I possibly can.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but looking inside, you already see like walls of books.
yeah,
And, like instead of like there's not like a grand altar you see, but you see a lot of benches and tables where people are studying. Yeah, let's see. And you call someone over, okay?
if I can. My other plan would be to like leave my pack somewhere, like hidden in an alley somewhere. Take some time to put an alarm spell on it, so like I'd know if anyone was near it trying to nick it, and then like go in and find someone. But if I, that would take me like 10-11 minutes to cast it. So if there's any more efficient way, like I could just like call to someone or something.
You can call to someone. I will say there is a "Please be quiet" sign at the front door.
Okay. Well, you know, being quiet might be a rule, but possibly don't bring satanic artifacts onto our temple is more of a rule. So acting on the principle that might be the case, whether or not I know it, I will call to someone.
Okay. Yeah, you see, like not, like pretty close in the entrance. There's a forest gnome, with black hair that is like shortly shaved.
Okay,
and he has,
actually,
like, a chin strap.
to be fair, if they're like relatively close in the entrance, then this little chin-strapped gnome, I'll just like put my bag down. As long as I like be able to see it from where I like am when I go up to them, I'll just like leave it outside and go up to them. You know, I don't want to like offend anyone.
Okay. Yeah, you leave the bag there.
Sure. I just kind of keep
yeah,
one eye on it the whole time I'm like talking to this person. Go up and say,
Hey there,
sorry.
friend. Can I help you?
Yes, forgive my intrusion. My name is Willem. I'm a member of Force Grey, just across the road. I have in my possession an artifact that was recovered from an interaction with several nefarious individuals. I believe it to be infernal in origin, and I was wondering if you might direct me, or I kind of glance back. I want to make it like, you know, so that this person can tell that I'm like, so I've left it outside, or perhaps you could bring someone to me who might be able to tell me more about it. I wasn't sure if I should bring it onto the grounds of the Font of Knowledge.
It's always good to be careful. Well, I'm a bit of a scientist myself.
Something of a
I'm a bit of a studied person, I would say, and I'm very curious in any artifact you can present to me. So yeah, I'd be more than willing to help, my friend.
Okay, would you join me outside for a moment?
Okay.
I lead the way.
He follows you happily, and
yeah.
the bag is gone. No, just kidding.
I was keeping an eye.
Yeah,
15 passive perception. No, and I assume it's like just on top because I just got it out earlier. So I just, you know, undo the flap and reach in and produce this. Boom. No.
Okay. Yeah.
Got him.
When you bring it to the second temple.
It's been ticking down all this time, you know.
And he said, "Ooh, could I study it up close?"
Certainly. And just hand it over.
Yeah, he holds it with one hand. It's pretty big in his gnome hand, and with the other hand he takes out like some spectacles and puts them on. And I says, "Ooh, that's very intricately crafted."
I do keep like a slightly wary eye. Like I'd like to at least have you know, the ability to, if he like starts activating it or something, I'd like to try and know before he does.
He does like kind of like worryingly like prod and poke at various places.
Okay.
While he's studying it, and says, "This is no mere magic. There's also something mechanical about it, obviously."
The ticking noise, of course. What is that mysterious ticking noise? Nothing over here.
Well,
nothing over there.
It's quite intricately crafted. It's well hidden within its design, but this line right here, and he like follows his finger like and like a shape. It's hard to see because like there's a lot of gears like behind it that you can see. But yeah, as you follow the shape, he says, "This is a symbol of Asmodeus, the supreme master of the Nine Hells himself."
Hence my ascertaining this might be of an infernal nature. I'm not a particularly learned man in the religious arts, but that was made obvious to me.
The Prince of Evil, as they say. Well, the ticking noise that you described, that's... on first glance, it seems to be the effects of some sort of powering of the device, something that keeps it from either halting or activating.
It was I get the impression that this person seems relatively informed, so I'll spread it. I'll say it was recovered from it was recovered from the first Xanathars Guild hideout we went to, right, Jacko?
No,
No, not quite. It was in the sewers, but
it was in the sewer. Where
Yeah,
was
we found a secret passage between two walkways, and it was inside that secret passage.
For some reason, I thought it was in the same room as the slime. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I say we recovered it in the from somewhere in the sewers, in the vicinity of, but not inside a hideout of the Xanathar's Guild.
Well, they do say the farther underground you go, the closer you are to the hell. I mean, it's not physically true, but
Of course, planar magic is more complicated than that, but it is a useful metaphor.
He studies it for a bit. He says, right, well, what I think we have here is a container of sorts. Something is held within it. Are you familiar with magic such as extra-dimensional space within a container?
Can I get Arcana for this one, Jacko?
Yeah, sure.
Nice. I mean, I feel like this is the sort of thing
Who
that
has
does
a
particularly
bag of
interest
holding?
Willem, but yeah.
Yeah, you've heard of something like that. Yeah, like Bag of Holding, for example.
Yeah, for example, yeah, I say
Like, the
I'm familiar with the existence of extra-dimensional spaces. Of course, I know some of the principles involved. Are you saying that trapped within here is perhaps something or someone much larger in volume than the pyramid would lead to believe?
Indeed. But I wonder why or what would be captured here.
Well, if you would possibly
it's such
refrain
a-
from
I mean,
attempting
the
to
travel
open it.
between the travel between planes is difficult, especially the infernal ones, and perhaps this device would allow easier modes of travel.
I
What's
see.
the other module called?
Acting in some sense as a gateway to the nether planes, perhaps.
Yes. Would you found it in the sewer unsupervised? That's
Hidden,
strange.
well hidden, but nevertheless unsupervised. Yes.
Well, I mean, I agree with you. It shouldn't be messed with too much. Anything that would cause the mechanism to stop, who knows what'll happen.
I kind of eye it suspiciously. Does it look like if you just jammed something in there, you could cause the mechanism to stop?
It's hard. Like you can kind of see like through it, but there's also a lot of like metal. There's more like open lines and like actual holes. You could
Right.
probably
I've got like a
if you have,
screwdriver or something, though.
yeah, a screwdriver-like apparatus could probably do it.
What about an unbreakable arrow?
Oh my god, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Ingenious. Okay. Yeah, I say, well, thank you very much for the insight. That's certainly more than I was able to ascertain on my own. I suppose I shall have to endeavour to keep it ticking then, lest something horrible should happen.
We wouldn't want that. But if there should by any chance, if you should find yourself with an opened container, obviously no longer dangerous, I would be very interested in studying it further.
Well, I shall conduct additional research into the topic and make a note to bring to you any findings that I should uncover, Mr.
Of course, let me give you my name. I'm Pilgrim. Pilgrim Selvin.
Just gonna guess how that's spelled.
Yeah.
Pilgrim, like pilgrim with a B, huh? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Pilgrim Selvin. Okay, well, if I discover anything more of interest about it, I shall be certain that you're the first to know.
Well, I have quarters here, so please drop by.
Pilgrim Selvin at the front. Travel, possibly to hell. Okay.
Ooh, is that on the list now?
Oh yeah, it's good. I mean, I already had find out what the ticking pyramid does. I'm just updating the note.
I just heard travel possibly to hell.
Yeah.
You do have the next module, but it doesn't really say. You need to have this.
Just like a
Well, the
side
good news is I
quest
put
on-
this off for like many levels, so everything in there's probably like CR2.
Yeah, hell is known for low CS. True.
And it's actually an entire side quest that levels up to level 11 by the time we just level 5.
Yeah, we're gonna beat any of these Jarlaxles and
That's
stuff.
true, right? That's true.
All right. Well, I thank you, Bilgrim. That was very informative.
No problem at all. Moves his spectacles. No. And your name was?
Willem of Neverwinter.
I always think it's gonna be Defoe. Always.
Willem the Crow.
Yeah. Just when you say it's Willem,
Well-
Willem.
Nice to meet you. You have a...
Is there any like hesitance in giving it back? Does it get a sort of like One Ring vibe, like you know?
I got my insight check.
I'm never good at these. Oh, I got something.
Okay.
You notice that he sleight of handed it.
It's
not actually.
it just gives me back like a stone or something.
Yeah, sure,
But
Stone
what's it?
of the
Maybe
Lord.
it's just, yeah, exactly. Maybe it's something good.
Yeah, you do see that he's kind of like, even as he's handing it to you, he's kind of like prodding it and like trying to like turn like a dial and stuff. And well, perhaps I'll do some more studying in the meantime.
Of course. And I hand him across a gold piece. Actually, I hand him across 10 silver pieces because I got lots of them. And I say, for your god.
Very kind. Yeah, he pockets it and heads back in.
Excellent.
All right, what do you do next?
My next thing is I wish to, and I have no idea where to look. So again, this is going to be a bit of a job, but I'm looking for. I want to find a tattoo artist somewhere in the city. Ideally, one who's like actually like pretty skilled. I don't want like I'm not looking for a low tier.
I'm pretty
So
good
I guess I'll my approach would be literally just to hang around, say like the market, which is relatively nearby, and look for people who look to be relatively local, and like have a tattoo that looks, like decent, and just ask them where they got it until I find someone that got it somewhere in the city.
Sure, you roll me investigation check.
And there's the bad. Well, it's not that bad.
Okay. Yeah,
Tasha's
you
cauldron magic tattoos.
get pointed towards a tattoo around like specifically around the bazaar. So yeah, so on right next to the Great Drunkards, called
That's
the
where you want to go
Incubi.
for the tattoos. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Yeah, so if I assuming I've seen someone who seems to have like a good, like high quality tattoo and has been to this person, I'll take their word for it and go there.
Okay, yeah, you head in. Yeah, so the Great Drunkard is the bar with like that is part like walking statue that they've converted into like a grand bar, and yeah, like a few houses next to it. You see the sign of like a devil with the word incubi with a K on it. Yeah, and you just head straight on?
Yeah, sure. I shrug a little bit at that and think about the pyramid in my bag, but whatever.
You brought home.
Sure. You see someone. You see like a pretty dark room with like wooden chairs, but they have like cushions on them, and someone's sitting straight in this chair, and you see like a full orc standing next to it, with like a ponytail on the back, and he seems to be busy, inking someone right now.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to interrupt, and I've got time, so I'll wait until they seem to have a free moment.
Cool. Yeah. So after about 15 minutes, the orc grunts and says, "Boy, You let this heal. Come back next week. And you see, like out of the chair hops a little halfling woman with a smile and like a half of a which appears to be like two faces, but they're not completely finished yet. And she gives him a smile and like hops out of the shop. And the orc looks over to you and walks over. Just, hey there, how can I help you?
Okay, so just for your benefit, Jacko, in case I don't know how aware of this you are at all or not, but there's a tradition amongst blade singers, the archetype, that every blade singer style has an associated animal. The styles that employ a sword belong to the cat family, including the longsword wielding lion style, the scimitar wielding red tiger style. Styles that focus on the use of hafted weapons belong to the bird family, including the hand axe throwing eagle style or the war pick wielding raven style, which I admit would have been appropriate.
Yeah.
Styles that use whips, chains, or flails, including the snake style family, such as the whip wielding viper style. Blade singers who apprentice to a master typically get a tattoo of their chosen animal's style, which I don't have yet. Some blade singers learn multiple styles and bear many tattoos, wearing a warning on their skin of their deadly skills. So that's what I'm in the marker for here. Personally, I've just decided that since it doesn't list anything in particular here, the rapier style involves the panther, which seems relatively
very nice,
relatively relevant.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first thing I ask the orc is I say, greetings. My name is Willem of Neverwinter. Have you shut up, Ben? Have you any experience in tattooing blade singing wizards before?
Can't say I have.
Well, that's of no concern, as long as you are a skilled artist, which I believe you are, having seen examples of your work before. To put it shortly, I am seeking a tattoo of a panther. Ideally, I would like it on my forearm, but this is an art piece of some personal significance to me. So I'd like to commission. I'd like to commission an interpretation laid to paper that I might see and approve before I have it committed to my body.
Animals are no issue. Panthers are the most involved. A lot of black. You ready?
I am willing to, endure the application process if that's what you're asking.
All right. And is this a regular tattoo or a magical one?
What do I know about magical tattoos?
They're cool.
They're pretty cool. There are a couple cool ones.
I'll hit up the old Arcana button again for you, Jacko. I know nothing about magical tattoos.
You didn't even know it was possible.
Didn't even know it was possible, no. I didn't know prestidigitation did the other day either. I mean, still 8, so I guess I've heard of them, but to some degree. But I say I know little of the magical properties of tattoos. I'm afraid that's not related to my area of study. I'd envisioned a relatively normal one, but if you describe the process of getting a magical tattoo, I'd certainly be interested in learning about it.
Well, first thing you have to know is that they're a lot more expensive. Cheapest, 2,000 gold.
I think back to my couple of gold bars and I say, you know what, that's probably out of my price range, at least in the immediate future. We're probably regarding a normal tattoo at the moment, although now you've opened my eyes to the possibility, I may certainly visit you in the future. I'm intrigued by the possibility.
Most are. Alright, well, come back here. We'll get a sketch going. Yeah, he leads you towards like a small, dingy back office. But when he pulls out a pencil and paper, you see that his arm, well, very, his wrist is very thick, but like light. There's like an artist's grace to it. What kind of like design for this panther are you looking like? Like a stalking one, or like a jumping one, or?
I think like a leaping one.
Okay. He does a rapier in his mouth.
It's literally like the Jaguar logo. No, it's not literally. It's relatively akin to that. It's not just like the face of the thing. It's like It's like a full body
Oh, yeah.
leaping.
It's not
you
like the
know,
Black Panther logo. Crazy.
So
it's
like a black version of the Jaguar. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sort of thing.
Okay.
Is it like it should be like the Black Panther Party, you know? The political.
So yeah, I mean, I give him that. I mean, Willem is not particularly artistic, so I don't really have like a strong image. But I say, yeah, not just like a panther's face, but like the whole body, like an action, in a leaping pose, and see what he kind of comes up with. Like, I don't have like a strong idea of exactly what I'm looking for, so I just give him those like directions and.
He like taking your directions and like he draws the panther like from a side angle, like jumping with grace. You envision it looking really good.
Okay.
Now the only thing he does ask, how big do you want it to be?
Is this before or after he started drawing it, by the way?
He's already like drawn he's most of what would be like an A4,
Sure. Okay. So like I kind of look at it and it's looking pretty good, and I say, well, before I walked in the door, I'd imagined it going on my forearm, nice and visible. That is not necessarily of great importance, given the level of detail and stylistic approach you've taken. Perhaps my back would be more appropriate, so that it could be realized properly, I suppose.
A lot less painful, so the forearm I think hurts quite a bit.
Smart choice. All right. Yeah, I can make that happen.
I was going to get shirtless in fights.
No, baby.
I say excellent. And what precisely are your rates for a regular tattoo? I have limited funds I'm carrying on me at the moment, but I have assets that I could liquidate. I'm looking for a
large one like that.
And a job of some. I mean, I would not wish to impugn your business and say that you do, poorly by any customer, but this is a symbol of some personal importance to me. I would like a high level of care and attention to detail.
Well, I see. Fully. All right. With everything included, ink, hours, we're looking at 250 gold.
I accept. That is perfect. I don't have that much on me right now, but I assume this isn't that late in the day, right? Because all we did was like morning, stuff down, up and down. I say, if you, I will return in an hour or so with the payment.
He just nods at it and says, "All right, then. Can close the shop for new visitors. We can get going today."
Fantastic. I appreciate your...
The entire thing will take... In order for the skin to heal, it'll take a few days.
Of course, I'll return for sittings each afternoon.
Okay, yeah. He leads you out the door.
Brilliant. So I will just simply, at that point, I'll just return to Troll Skull, pick up one of my gold bars, and and bring it back to him.
Sure, cool.
If he, I'll ask him if that'll do. If it won't, I'll go. I can assume there's like some way you can change it.
Any questions about it now?
Okay, yeah. In that case, yeah, I'll just hand over. I say this has been valued at 250 gold. If you prefer it in monetary form, I can go and exchange it. But this seems neater, given the precise nature of the cost.
Yeah, he does take it in his hand and weighs it with like a rough measurement.
I wait patiently. I give him all the time to kind of check it out properly.
But then just nods at you and says, he leads you towards like next to the chair. There's also like almost like a sofa, but like with its sides like removed, so you can lay down completely. And
Cool.
So you to lay down and you get started. The process is it stings, especially at first.
Yeah.
But, you grit through it.
How does it work with mage armor?
I haven't even cast it today.
Yeah, I know. I
believe
was
it or
just curious. Like, I really want to know if it would like.
I believe he's surrendering to the attacks with automatically hits.
But it's
Yeah.
magic.
But yeah, excellent.
Cool. Yeah, and
Worth the pain.
yeah, as you are finished for the day, like a few hours later, he shows you with like a mirror style,
Yeah.
silver piece, and yeah, you see the beginnings of like the head and the front paws, and it looks similar to the drawing.
Excellent.
But it's
You are-
inverted.
Yeah.
Why?
You're a true artist. I shall return tomorrow afternoon, perhaps shortly after midday, if that works for you.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Kind of like
Yeah,
gingerly pull
as
my
you
like
need to,
jerkin back on.
Hey,
And,
do anything protected our interest? Because I know in like real life they basically put like plastic wrap over you.
yeah, like some paper or something. I don't
They
know.
must have done something, right? I don't know.
He doesn't provide anything for you.
Okay, in that case, before I put my like jerkin back on, I'll I mean, I assume he's got like stuff, right? I'll just get like some sort of loose layers of like bandage and just like put them between
Yeah.
my back and my clothes, so it's not sort of
Okay.
rubbing.
Smart. Yeah, and after you exit the shop, he twists the sign, and so it says open again. Yeah, and you have the
Awesome.
beginnings of a beautiful panther tattoo on your back.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Gotta be honest, I've been looking at magic tattoos this entire time, and there's some really cool magic
Yeah, I know.
tattoos.
It's like all unearthed arcana. Huh? I didn't realize it was like.
I thought it was like a very integral.
Oh, maybe all unearthed arcana.
There's Tasha's Cauldron. As
Oh.
This
Yeah.
was pretty new.
Oh, pretty new, nice.
like there's one that gives +1 to unarmed strikes, and also allows you to for a minute have reach. And there's like a ghost tattoo that
Spaghetti
allows
arms.
you to walk through
They're basically
solid
magic
objects
items,
like
right?
difficult
Yeah.
terrain
Yeah,
3
awesome.
times a day. It's fucking cool.
Or like an enhancement effect.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Right, well,
Alright,
I mean,
so-
I'm comforted by the fact that I have a tattoo artist capable of doing magic tattoos. Must mean he's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
good
great.
overall.
Yeah.
That's
All right. Well, with that, I think everybody is pretty much done with business for the day.
The only plagiarism left.
Morda, you spent the afternoon and a little bit of evening with Olivia. Do you say goodbye after a while? Do you take her back to your room? What do you do?
She might be a happily taken woman.
You're muted, by the way.
Yeah, happily
Try,
taken
yeah.
now,
How do you spend the evening? Is what I'm asking.
Some fun. Yeah.
Playboy.
Yeah. You have some fun.
Her place.
Obviously.
She does
This
live with
place
her
is
parents.
body in it.
There's 3 roommates and kids
And they get
in
involved.
our house.
Oh, okay. So I thought he was actually she has 3 roommates and they get involved. Like,
You do.
and then you
still
said in
have-
kids, and I was like, "Whoa, Mordai, come on, like, just fucking hell, Mordai."
You still have the
That's not
apartment
bad.
above your parents' house, you know, Mordai?
But
You know, it's good.
that looks
Yeah, that don't look
Yeah, I don't want to take the date back there, you know.
It's like a torture happening.
Goes
Yes.
to-
Here's the chair with the seat cut out.
Close to the bed. That's it. pretty
Not
much.
to be left there.
It's just like bits of rope, like, well. Alright, nice.
Okay, she does live with her parents, but you guys do the old sneak and go upstairs.
Mordai can turn invisible, you know.
Genius.
Both of us visible.
That's really, really weird for them when she comes downstairs, like.
It'd be like a lot of like communication there.
Alright.
Yeah,
Is that it for the session, Jacko? Do you reckon?
Well,
What do you want to do?
I think once everybody, let's say you guys gathered the next morning. Like you
Oh,
guys
okay,
have
the
a
full,
nice-
the full day?
I
Okay,
survived my day.
Nice
It's
rest.
good to know.
cool.
Oh no, wait. There's also Ian's big date that might be happening.
Yeah, like, I don't know, in my mind I wanted to
Yeah.
kind of like regroup in the afternoon because I'd like tell people about the pyramid
yeah,
and see
yeah.
if we do anything about
Sure.
it, so.
Let's end there then.
Okay.
We can all meet back at the full school, like. But in the afternoon, Mordai wouldn't be there, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll just tell her where I see, but like, we'll
Yeah,
figure it
sure,
out next
sure.
session. Anyway.